on testing $1,400 AI-powered electric shoes in New York City.
This is a regular shoe, and this is a $1,400 AI-powered motorized electric shoe.
I already feel like that's mega overpriced. $1,400 for shoes with wheels. Buddy, you ever heard of Heelys? Yeah, one falls off, the bus runs it over.
Yeah, I seen it on Instagram.
You want to come try them? They announced these things on like Kickstarter like 6 months ago, and it went viral. Like, look at world's fastest shoes increase walking speed by 250%. Walking.
It's exactly like, you know when you're at an airport and they have those fucking moving floors? It's just that. When you're at an airport and they have the moving floor, I love those, by the way. Yeah, when you're walking on those, it looks like you're sprinting to everybody else. So these probably are pretty cool. But I mean, like, bro, the only people that are going to use these are people that gotta walk like 10 blocks.
With AI. Hypebeast, the world's fastest shoes. CNN.
More than 10 blocks. 10 blocks isn't that much. Like 2 miles.
New York Post. ESPN. That was a little while ago. I gave them a $50 deposit. And then yesterday, I got this random email saying, you have been selected as one of 4 individuals to receive a fast-tracked prototype from our factory.
I wonder why. Maybe because he's fucking Casey Neistat.
Thank you very much.
How long do you think the battery is on those fuckers?
Yo, help me film something?
All right.
To turn them on, I have to like twist my foot like Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz. Okay, this is it. Ready?
Do they go by themselves or do they just roll while you walk?
Oh my god,
I don't want to be that guy. Aren't they just rollerblades? Can't you just get rollerblades or like roller skates? I know they have I know they turn on their own, right? So it's not just your power. But like at that point, like you could get a pair of roller skates for $60. Or these things that spin that are $1,400.
Moving. It feels like awkward. It feels like you're
moving slower.
Walking on ice, like really slippery ice. But I also do not think that this is the best road to try it on.
And they're loud as fuck. Bro, that's like a jet engine. While I'm fucking walking? No.
It feels like you're riding roller skates on ice. And like,
I want to see him run. Yeah. Like, dude, I would just buy roller skates. And then they're more controllable.
Someone's pushing you.
Yeah.
Stopping's a little awkward. You want to try them?
Yeah.
All right, let's see it. Come on. Come to. Yeah, there you go. All right, talk me through it.
All right, whoa, wait.
Did it take off?
Yeah, now they're going. Whoa.
It's like walking on the conveyor belt at an airport.
Just keep, don't walk faster. Yeah, don't walk faster.
Yeah, it makes you want to go.
I want to see somebody fucking sprint. Like Usain Bolt fucking running on those motherfuckers. You'd be going 35 miles an hour.
They're weird to get used to. Like, it takes a second, but it's fun.
So one of the claims made by these things is that when you walk, 250% faster in the electric sneakers than regular. So
you would walk 15 miles per hour. Because I could walk 4 to 5 miles per hour. Like, if I'm casually walking, I'm going anywhere between 3.5 miles per hour and 5 miles an hour. Like, I'm walking pretty quick. But, like, I'm also tall. So I would say, like, most people walk anywhere around 3-4 miles an hour. So you're saying this thing will make me fucking walk 9 to 12 miles an hour. That's fast.
Jordan,
like, I don't think it looks like it's going that quick. 12 miles an hour is like a fast jog. Quick interruption here to tell you, G Fuel Shaker Cup down below, tagged bottom left. That's it. Back to the vid.
At least 2.5 times faster.
Like, he is going quick, but, like, are they worth that amount of money? And then what do you do with them? You know what I mean? Like, say you're going to, like, a meeting, or you're going out. Like, you have to bring a bag to put your fucking shoes back in. Like,
So-
you're not just going to keep wearing them.
There's no controller or anything. You make these things go by walking, and then the AI within the shoes figures out how fast you want to be going by how fast you're trying to walk. You walk faster, the motors go faster, you slow down.
Oh, they go faster when you walk faster? Run. Casey, run. 12 miles an hour sprint, you're about to be going 36 miles an hour.
And the motors slow down, and if you stop, they're supposed to stop.
Isn't it an abrupt stop then? Because they only roll when you're walking. So if I just stopped walking, it would just fucking halt.
These are billed as like last mile devices, but I'm testing now if you can get upstairs with them on, and you kind of can.
They're just rollerblades with electricity behind them. And sidestepping's almost impossible. Like changing direction.
I don't know if this subway is the
Yeah,
best
going downhill would be terrifying.
place to test these things.
Yeah, I want to see him go down like a scaled hill where you have to like lean back. I feel like it would just be sliding. Fucking loud as hell, dude. God damn.
So, what is the verdict? In the letter they sent
How
me,
much would y'all pay for those?
they said, "Thank you for believing in the future of urban mobility."
Yeah, future of urban mobility, my fucking asshole, buddy. Buy a pair of fucking skates. I'd pay $200 for those max. $200 max. Because I understand there's technology and all the shit that goes into them, but like, bro, like if you're really like, he would just you could just use a booster board, and then you don't look like a dumbass. Like you look like a fucking idiot walking in these.
Do I foresee a future where everybody is kind of sliding around New York City wearing AI-powered electric shoes?
No.
But, I mean, it sounds cool. Are they going to be these?
Oh, come on, Casey. Be fucking real. Oh, my God. No. No.
Electric AI-powered shoes? Who knows? But thank you so much.
Yeah, he could just use any of those boosted boards behind them. They're faster and easier to control.
Sending these along. I had a lot of fun testing them out, and
Like
yeah,
a
I'm
mini board like that.
excited to see how these things perform when they're not prototypes.
I mean, they might get cheaper when they're not in the prototype phase anymore, but still, they're gonna upprice the fuck out of them. Up first one, Veritasium. W comment. I'm gonna buy a pair of rollerblades. Fantastic fucking take. Fantastic fucking take from Veritasium himself. Next. Meet the richest man who has ever lived. Bro, what the f? All right, this is going to be a shit show video, the next one. NRA Conference, Channel 5 with Andrew Callahan. This is the Crip Mac video. The other video, he's fakes being effectively a news channel, and he interviews a bunch of people. It's funny as fuck.
With our ARs, we're citizens. Without them, we'll be slaves. They're not assault weapons. They're sporting
Also,
weapons.
I'm not watching this for political reasons. I just think it's funny.
It's necessary to protect my family
Because when he interviews people, he interviews like idiots.
from tyrannical government.
Why do you think there are?
What's the NRA? Isn't it the National Rifle Association or some shit like that? National Rifle Association. They control the gun shit. They're like really rich motherfuckers.
So many mass shootings.
Because that's what's on the agenda for the left. They want to take guns away from law-abiding citizens.
What the f did that cardboard cutout say?
They want to take guns away from law.
Oh, I thought it was trying to say about.
Pushed up against barricades, keeping them away from the NRA meeting site. It's tense. The pain
Was
of
that
a
a
national
rocket launcher?
tragedy.
Wait, can you buy a rocket launcher in the United States? Could I legally own a rocket launcher? I can legally own a rocket launcher? How? How do I get my hands on one of those? How do I get my hands on a rocket launcher? Can I legally own a rocket launcher? Proper registration.
Does not bridge divides here.
When was a shooter a member of the NRA? I want you to tell me. You can't, because it never happened and it never will. You're an idiot.
I believe you have the right to own a firearm, but I do not believe you should be 18 years old to be able to have an AR. When you use an AR, you're going to kill people. You don't go hunting for deer.
You want to hear my take? Because people are going to ask my take if we watch this video, so this is what I'm going to say. This is my take on this shit. I'm not going to start an argument. I think people should have the right to own a gun, like a pistol or a shotgun or whatever. I don't think that you need to physically own an AR-15. I think if you want to use an AR-15, you can go to a shooting range and use an AR-15 or register something as a shooting range and shoot it then. I think it's fine for people to own hunting rifles, shotguns, pistols, all that. I don't give a fuck about that. I just think, like, some weapons are kind of out of there. Like, why do I need to own a light machine gun? You know what I mean? Like, to protect my household, I need a fucking LMG. I need an LSAT from Call of Duty.
They didn't think that ARs were going to be part of it.
Or black people.
Yeah.
Or people of color.
People of color.
And how about freedom? They want to talk about how we shouldn't ban guns because that's hurting our freedom. How about abortion? We're forcing women to have kids.
Oh, I was like, what are they talking about?
I see you have an Antifa flag right here. How would you describe yourself politically?
I'd say I'm a socialist. So I believe in taxing the church, taxing the rich.
You know what I think is cool? He's going to go to both sides because there's people that are marching on both sides. He's going to go to both sides and make both sides seem like idiots. It's kind of like watching South Park when you watch Andrew Callahan because you get both views.
Abolish the police. Police are supposed to protect us in schools, right? But in Uvalde, they didn't. When I get older, like old enough, 21, I'm going to own a firearm because I don't trust police to solve my cases.
Marx said in his Communist Manifesto that we should arm the proletariat. Just arm the proletariat to ensure that they're able to defend themselves.
Well, my sign asks a pretty obvious question.
I think an issue with this gun talk is a lot of people that are like view each side as only one or the other. Like a lot of people think that like all conservatives want to own weapons or some shit like that, and all conservatives think all liberals don't want to own weapons. Like I am categorically a social democrat. I have friends that are all over the political spectrum, but I just because I'm a social democrat, I would still own a gun. Like when I turn 21, I'm probably gonna buy a pistol just for safety purposes. I wouldn't like walk around with it, but I would leave it at my house.
That I think everybody should be asking. This is the right time to have a celebration of guns right on the heels of more than a dozen kids and teachers getting murdered a few days ago in Uvalde. This is ridiculous that we're the only country that has to deal with this, and that's what today is all about, is voicing our righteous outrage at our elected officials and the people at the NRA who decided to celebrate guns with blood on their hands today.
This time at an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas.
We've just learned the death toll is up to 19 children and 2 school employees.
Also, talk about being a fucking psychopath. Did you hear what the mom of the school shooter said in this shooting? The mom was like, please leave my son alone. What happened happened. It's not that fucking serious. I was like, what? Your son killed like 20 fucking people.
Employees gunned down during their last week of school.
The shooter legally purchased 2 AR variant long guns within a week of his 18th birthday.
Dude up there is tossing magazines out to the crowd. Give me one.
Why is every person here old as shit? I do not see one person like under fucking 30.
Tossing magazines out to the
other than the children like that they brought along.
Crowd. Give me one.
You got it.
Oh, they're just handing out ammo?
We're here. We're in Houston. We're at the NRA convention.
Bro, this guy's always got the wackest fits.
We're here.
This shit does not match. You're wearing, are those dunks? What are you wearing?
We're at the NRA convention. I think that
Bro, the fact that somebody actually put this into production and made this.
mayor asked this not to happen. The governor pulled out.
Oh, they got a goddamn shoe shiner at the fucking NRA.
But it's still going down.
Shit's empty. Damn, they're gonna load that bitch inside? Damn, we're loading that bitch inside. What, are we gonna blow shit up? Are we gonna blow something up?
Shooting an RPG is the ultimate Vegas hooker experience. It seems like a great idea at the time. It's really, really expensive, and it's over way too fast. An RPG is a rocket-propelled grenade, so anything that launches that, they either call an RPG for
How much does an RPG cost?
or a rocket launcher. Within the past couple of months, Airtronic did sell off about 30 of our older models through Gunbroker, so there's a lot of these in civilian hands now, and people...
Yo! Okay, would I want to own a gun? Would I want to own an RPG? Yes, that would be so fucking dope. Do I think it's safe that regular civilians can own an RPG? Probably not.
Enjoying them.
Nah, that would be worth. Oh, that would be so worth. Blow up a fucking car with an RPG? Damn!
American made.
Nah, that is kind of whack that people could own that. Like, your next door neighbor just might own an RPG. That you could blow up somebody's house with a fucking RPG.
This is an MR.
He has no idea what he's doing.
7.62A1. I don't know anything about guns, so I don't know what the hell this is. I'm pretty sure this.
I don't know anything about guns. I'm just holding this bitch.
This is a gun. This is a gun.
I'm a big NRA proponent. I'm a life member. And the timing sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. This doesn't have anything. There's no connection between this and what happened in Uvalde. There just isn't.
I think it's a slight connection. I think people overestimate and underestimate it. I think that even if that kid didn't have access to an AR, he would still do something that was like heinous and probably kill people. But I think he wouldn't be able to kill as many. That's effectively what the idea is.
What do you think that we can do to stop?
Like, the kid was a psychopath. The kid was a fucking psychopath. Like, regardless of whether or not he had access to a weapon. But the weapon didn't help, is the point.
Mass shootings.
It was easy for him to get a weapon, even though he was literally a fucking psychopath. Lifeguardly for the 10. What's up, man? I enjoy your content. Have you ever played any of the Far Cry games? Never. I said I might play one of them, but then my chat kind of convinced me not to, just because they're really slow building games.
It's like that.
I think it goes back to the basic family. I'm 66 years old. When I was in high school, we used to take our shotguns to high school to show our coaches if we got a new shotgun. Then we'd go bird hunting after school. There was never a school shooting when I was in high school. What's different from then to now?
I don't like when people that are in, like, the people that are proponents of guns blame it on video games. Have you ever fucking heard that shit? That pisses me off. It's the goddamn technologies these days. These kids are playing Fortnite and then they think they can go kill people. No, it's not fucking Fortnite, okay?
It's a family. Look how many single parent families there are. Just go to Chicago. Look at
Has nothing to do with single parent families. That was the goddamn dumbest thing you ever fucking said. I live in a single parent family. Did I go around and fucking murder people? No.
Crime in Chicago. I mean, they have 40, 50 gun shootings a weekend.
I guess the difference would be that, like, in Chicago, a lot of that violence is gang related. We're talking about kind of lone wolf shooters walking into an elementary school with an AR.
White kids. White kids. White weirdos. Like, literally, the majority of school shootings, white men. I'm not trying to be a dick. Like, 99%.
What do you think could have been done to prevent what happened in Uvalde a few days ago?
We could have banned assault weapons 20 years ago.
The murder at Uvalde, Texas will tell everyone that we need to have guns under control. We don't take guns away from people, but we have to have a proper background checks. That is the only way we can avoid these kind of murders of children. You cannot say, well, we hire police or these are
what the fuck is this sign?
Mental people. Abbott, he said that there's a mental problems with the United States.
Anybody who shoots somebody else has a mental health challenge.
What about the rest of the world?
What the fuck?
Do they have mental problems too? No, they don't, right? So that's why we are here.
It's better that the government knows that people do have ARs. Governments have killed 260 million people in the 20th century. You know, Stalin, Mao, whatever. People say, oh, that'll never happen here. We all live in a bubble. We are the most privileged country on earth. From the homeless guys here to fucking Bill Gates. Oh, crap, where's I going with this? What was I gonna say? Okay, governments, this, that. Okay, you know who EDP is?
Yeah.
I'm the guy that caught him. Wait,
Oh, I was gonna say he looked familiar. Oh my God. I was gonna say, why does this guy, I almost made the comment like, bro, this guy looks like so Bro, I was like, why does this guy look like so fucking recognizable?
You're the guy who caught EDP.
Yeah.
So how do you think that we can prevent mass shootings like the one that occurred a couple days ago?
The reality is, there's Salvador Ramos is out there. The reality is, there's Peyton, whatever the hell his name was, Adam Lanza, yada yada. People will be uncomfortable.
Bro, what are the odds that he would find this guy?
If there's teachers armed in schools.
Yeah, we need more guns around the schools. We protect our president with guns. We protect our congressmen with guns. We protect our governors with guns. Our celebrities, sporting events, jewelry.
Did he really print this out that many times? He's old as fuck.
I have Rosa Parks here. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I met Rosa Parks. She's anti-abortion. She's a good friend of MLK. He's anti-abortion. He was anti-abortion. So, case closed.
I see that you have...
Case closed about what? They were very Christian. MLK was a Protestant. What the fuck? What is your point? What is he saying?
Mike's a friend of mine. I've only met him.
Oh my God, why does he have my pillow on him? Does this guy have every fucking thing in the world on his person?
I met Rosa Parks. I don't give a fuck.
What does that have to do with anything? They're not even talking about race. He's talking about Rosa Parks in correlation with abortion. Rosa Parks was an activist for Black lives. This has nothing to do with what the fuck?
You don't know shit!
You don't either. Look
You're
at
a
you,
dumbass, and you're proud of your stupidity.
You fucking fascist piece of shit.
Oh, shit! Oh, no, this is about to be a fucking fight right here. I think he's winding up a swing. My sign! I spent so long! You're on your waist, you'd be able to run a bit quicker. Oh, he dropped one. Oh, no. Steal it. Steal it. Grab it. Grab it. Grab it. Grab it. Yeah, grab it.
Do you think there's any type
Bro, how does he meet these types of people? Like, dude, like you can meet anybody that's like willing to talk about like pro-life and or pro-life or abortion or anything like that. But like he's meeting like the most extreme individuals on each side.
the common ground that could be
Well, I
reached?
mean, realistically, the most extreme individuals are the ones that are really holding up those signs and like having my pillows around them and shit.
Manifesto together anyway.
Chuck Schumer didn't want us to pass laws to protect schools. He doesn't want cops in schools. He doesn't want to harden the target. He wants
like they're just yelling at each other. Why don't you like sit down at a round table and have a conversation? What is this shit?
kids to be killed. That's why the Democrats advocate for murdering children in the womb. They don't care about life.
See, like that just makes you seem like an idiot. You're giving your point. They can't give their point back because you're just screaming at them. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna fucking get into the abortion argument. I obviously disagree with the guy that just screamed, but like. You're not getting anywhere. You're just yelling at them. It doesn't fucking do anything, regardless of what side you're on or who you're trying to convince. It's fucking stupid.
I know who you are, dude. What the heck? I want to talk to you. Yes.
Oh yeah, cool. So how do you feel about what's going on right now with them over there?
I don't not like them. They're human beings.
Oh. Now let me.
So how do you feel about
it? No. You don't not like them?
When did the NRA kill somebody? I know who you.
Okay, they have souls.
You're an idiot.
But it's just sad because they're confused. Yeah. The problem isn't the guns. The problem is a people problem, okay? Ever since
No, it's both. See, it's both. And this is what I don't like. He's willing to talk to this reporter, Andrew Callahan. Because Andrew Callahan's going to ask him a question. He's going to answer the question. That's going to be it. He's not going to get any counterpoints. He's going to share his old fucking opinion. He's going to give something that actually makes sense. But there's going to be counterpoints to what he's about to say. But they're not going to share the counterpoints because he doesn't want to fucking talk to the people that have counterpoints because that's going to stump him and make him seem like an idiot. And then that makes him insecure of his own fucking thoughts. And that only instills his values.
Leggings, shapewear, and handbags came down the runway. But this is no ordinary fashion show.
Discreetly designed so no one can tell that you have a weapon.
The concealed carry
Bro, what the fuck? They really paid models for this shit?
The fashion show targets what the NRA calls its fastest growing demographic, women.
Fastest? What the NRA calls its fastest growing demographic? Women. Oh my God, I had no idea. How the fuck are you gonna grab that gun? That's... Hold up. You're trying to rob me? Hold up. You're gonna fucking rip it out of your side? That is in your armpit. Damn, how many guns you got strapped on you, bitch? Oh my God. What the fuck? What is that? Is that a flashlight? Bro, like, just, okay. You want my take? Carry around an Italian stiletto knife. Your fucking rib cage isn't good. Yeah, sit down. Nah, dude, let's do some practical tests. Hit a full-blown sprint. This is so loud. Why is he wearing these glasses? I swear to God, if this kid is strapped, I swear to God, if this kid has a fucking gun on him. What is this? The kid pulls up his shirt. He's got like just a gun right on him. Why is there a kid in this? Oh, there it is. Dude, every fucking one. Everyone. They're all clapping. It's the same shit. It's a waistband pistol. Bravo. You fucking concealed a pistol in your waistband. Why do I need to buy this fucking Bro, what the fuck? Oh. That is sad. Bro, I'm glad he actually did some serious shit with this. Most of the time, Channel 5 doesn't really do anything, like, actually serious. It's just like that. I'm not trying to... I know most of my commentary is funny, but, like, I'm gonna keep it real here and say, like, that shit is fucked. Like, just imagine, dude, like, elementary school. Like, dude, when I was in fucking 1st or 2nd grade, no thought on my mind would even fucking enter that, like, somebody would kill me. Like, you had no concept of death, let alone somebody, like, actually coming into your school and trying to kill you.
All right, we just arrived in Uvalde, Texas, which, as most people know, is the site of the most recent mass shooting that took place around a week ago, where 19 students and 2 teachers were killed at Robb Elementary School. This is the Wendy's where the shooter worked. Apparently he used to work the graveyard shift at the drive-through window until about 2.5 weeks ago. He quit abruptly once he had saved up about $4,000, which was enough to buy 2 assault rifles, ammunition, and a bulletproof vest. This is the store where the school shooter picked up the guns and ammunition that he used in the shooting. He actually ordered the guns online, but this was like a transfer store where they shipped it here and then he picked it up. This is where the shooter drove his pickup truck through a guardrail and crashed out, like right here. Got out of the car.
Did he try to get out? I'm gonna roll back to my same take here. Rolling back to the same take here. They catch a school shooter, break something in their spine. That's all I'm saying. Just break something in their spine, you know, throw them in prison. Now they can't move. Make their life hell. I don't like how they always get, this is going back to the death penalty. I don't like the death penalty. The death penalty, it costs more to the taxpayer than keeping somebody in prison, number one. And it's an easier way out. Sitting in prison for 70 years is definitely worse than getting a lethal injection that's painless. 3 cat for the 300 bits.
Went over to the funeral home here, shot at a few people, but then didn't hit anybody. Then he walked over into this building, and that was the site.
But, like, I don't get it. Like, yeah, he wanted to kill people. Why kill innocent children that have literally done nothing wrong? Like, ever. Like, what the fuck?
All this.
Death penalty's easy way out. I mean, most people sit on death row for like 30 years before they get executed, but still, yeah.
You go to sleep seeing their faces and the other poor little innocents that didn't make it. You know, their parents were going crazy looking for them. I'm sure they're in a lot of pain.
And my husband was here getting the mail when he heard gunshots, but he's having a hard time because...
Damn, this is actually, I think, the best video he's ever made.
Our community will never be the same.
Si decimos que no hemos pecado, le hacemos a él mentiroso y su palabra no está en nosotros. Amen.
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 Amen. Amen.
She loved Guns N' Roses. She loved that song, Sweet Child of Mine.
She's a beautiful girl.
Damn. But they didn't even get a start. They didn't even get to, like, do anything. That sucks.
I love this country, and I'm so grateful for everything it's given me and all the opportunity that I recognize I wouldn't have if I was somewhere else. That's not lost on me. And at the same time, this should encourage us to want to be better, and we're not.
Think AR should be banned?
Fuck yes. There's absolutely no reason for that.
I thought this guy was going to say no. I was about to lose my shit. I was going to say, why are you showing up to the goddamn memorial service if you're going to just sit there and say AR shouldn't be banned like a fucking cuckold?
I have a pistol, but I don't think that a semi-automatic weapon is necessary in our country. I just don't see the need. I don't see the purpose. I think in this case, I know the
bro, stop. Why you got the fucking dunks, bro?
Oh
my God, why don't you just wear dress shoes? You're wearing dress pants.
Bodies of the children were shredded as a result of that. What do we need that for? I don't understand it.
They say that, like, having those high-capacity assault rifles are the final line of defense against a tyrannical government.
That's so fucking stupid.
I think we're already facing a tyrannical government when we have things like this happen. Well, there's no excuse for this. I don't care what they say. They're wrong.
Unless it happens to one of their own, then they're not going to do anything. You know, and Ted Cruz,
I just think a problem, because I'm a philosophy and religion major, they talk about this all the time. Like, when democracy started to be a thing, like around like Socrates' time, like they hated it. A lot of philosophers hated the idea, democracy in general, just because electing representatives to choose what you want to do doesn't really work, because they're going to have their own thoughts in mind and not really the people's. Like, a large amount of people in office don't really think about what other people want. They think about what's best for them. And that goes into the idea that I've always said, that people in office should not make money. Holding a salary in office ruins a lot of things. You'll lose your backing. A lot of Republicans are kind of persuaded into voting with the NRA because of money purposes and re-elections and support and sponsorships and all this other shit, or conversely the liberal side with other activist programs and stuff that support them as well. It's just like a lot of things persuade people to vote wrongly that are in office, and I think part of the problem is holding a salary.
It's ridiculous.
This is fucking bullshit. Like, this is preventable. And
bro, are they really eating chips right now?
This is absolutely unacceptable. When we talk about how great this country is, this is unacceptable.
Yeah, you should lose your fucking job. If you're like a security guard or a fucking police officer of some sorts and you're on the scene and you refuse to go in, you should lose your job. That was a good video. All right, I gotta piss real quick. Count me down 30 seconds. Craziest body cam moments of all time.
Told some of the most horrifying, saddening, and life-changing moments in history. So here are 9 of the craziest body cam moments of all time. Starting off with this case from the Douglas County Sheriff's Office in Colorado, which released footage of an officer involved in an unexpected shooting on May 13th, 2007.
Can I show this? Okay, I think it's fine.
Traffic stop ended up
I don't know, chat.
Unfolding as one of the most distressing moments of this officer's career.
People are naked on Twitch? Yeah, but they might shoot at each other in this video. I don't know.
It all seems like a normal traffic stop, but when the cop walks to the other side of the car, the unexpected occurs.
K-15 shots fired! K-15 shots fired!
They jump cut. Dude, he whipped out a assault rifle. Who the hell carries an AR in their car?
15 shots fired! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Don't move!
I'm gonna say this. If this guy died, not the cop's fault. If you get out of your car at a traffic stop holding an assault rifle and you get shot in the head, that's on you, right? Like, that's on you, right? I think any logical person, there are many scenarios where cops make terrible mistakes or they abuse their power and they kill people that they shouldn't. But if I'm a cop and I pull somebody over and I'm walking up to their car and they step out of the car with a gun and you kill them, not your fault. Like, he is doing him a service by not killing him here.
The suspect runs towards him with a rifle in his hand, and it's here when the officer quickly responds by firing his gun, causing the suspect to run away in fear.
What did he think was gonna happen? He was gonna fucking blunt hit the police officer, kill him, and then get back in his car?
King 15. King 15. I'm okay. Start medical for a subject with a bleeding arm. Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Managing to get the
And he's crying now. Dude, he probably got pulled over for speeding. So, officer, I just wanted to let you know that your tail light's out. He didn't even do anything wrong. Officer, or not officer. Yeah, sir, I just wanted to let you know that your back brake light doesn't work.
To drop the gun, the officer held the suspect at gunpoint until backup officers and EMS arrived on the scene. The suspect was finally arrested, and the officer is fine. It is absolutely incredible to hear the fear in his voice and how this changed throughout due to adrenaline, barely being able to speak.
King 15 shots fired! King 15 shots fired! Get on the ground! Get on the ground!
Fear is arguably the most important.
We're not going to have any more info on that scenario? Are all of these just going to get cut? Bro, I want to know what the fuck happened. Why did that guy get out of the car and fucking try and kill him? This is a W video? That's insane. I want to know why.
Threats. Fear is also what enabled Officer Brianna Tedesco to beg for her life after a fugitive pulled out his gun on her. This terrifying ordeal.
Oh my god. Chat, this is like the craziest fucking video I've ever seen. Who the fuck recommended this?
Started as Officer Brianna Tedesco walked up to a suspect's car, which had out-of-state plates, while a second officer waited in the car. Officer Tedesco questions the man who claimed to be taking a nap.
Hi. Good, how are you? What are you doing parked back here?
Am I wrong in saying these people gotta be on drugs? That or like they're like a wanted felon. Surely.
Have you been here? Not a big deal. I just have to make sure, you don't have any warrants or anything, which I'm sure you don't. Once I confirm that, you'll be on your way. No big deal. DUNKIN?
The suspect seems nervous as he fidgets around for his driver's license and eventually tells the officer that he doesn't have a license. What Officer Tedesco didn't know is that the suspect is a fugitive who's wanted for murder. The suspect then gives Officer Tedesco a fake name for the record, Jake Duncans.
So you said your name was James, right? So how come they can't find you out of Pennsylvania? They're not finding a driver's license record for James Duncan. Do you have anything in the vehicle with your name on it? King Henry Lincoln 4596.
In a matter of seconds, as Officer Tedesco continues questioning him,
I'm calling backup the second this motherfucker is acting like this.
The suspect pulls out a gun on her. Reacting quickly, the officer grabs a hold of the gun, begging the suspect not to shoot her.
No! No! I'll leave!
Okay,
I'll
let
leave!
go.
No!
Let go.
No!
Let go.
Hey, no! Don't touch it! Don't touch it! No! 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 Please don't shoot me! Please! Please! Please don't shoot me! No! No!
Oh my god, dude. This is insane. What the fuck is Paul Blart doing running over? whip out the fucking gun. What the fuck is this motherfucker doing? Buddy's jogging over. Buddy's fucking jogging over, pal. Whip out the fucking wham cannon and shoot him in the head through the fucking glass. Oh my god. And now he's taking out the... I swear to God, if that's a taser.
The backup officer, who's noticed what was happening, runs towards the car with his own weapon, eventually shooting the suspect.
There we go.
And freeing Officer Tedesco. The suspect was identified to be Kenneth Martell, who was wanted in Pennsylvania for the home invasion and murder of an 88-year-old Theodore Garver. Martell has now met his own violent end. Quick reflexes can save lives, which is exactly what happened in this case, where officers pulled a man out of a burning...
Damn, so they killed him? Yeah, no, that is fucking terrifying, though. That was honestly terrifying. Poor Theodore. Yeah, why'd he kill the 80-year-old man?
It exploded. On May 24th, 2021, Austin police officers received reports of a burning vehicle completely engulfed in flames and fumes with a patient trapped inside. Knowing that the clock's ticking on the explosion of the vehicle, the officers rushed to it to perform an amazing feat, and everything was caught by their body cams.
Get the extinguisher.
Wow. He's in the car?
Hey, man.
I'm gonna open the door from the other side, yeah.
Come on. Hit it. Captain. Come on, man.
Did they crash? What happened?
Come on. Hit it. Captain. Come on, man. Come on.
The car exploded? How did the car just explode? He's still alive.
Come on.
He, like, doesn't want to get out.
Pull. Come on. Turn him over. He's having a seizure.
Oh, he's having a seizure?
We got one now. He's having a seizure. We need EMS in 1018. That's hot. Get out.
There's somebody else in there? Oh, this is the other view.
Come on. He's having a seizure. 4-4, we got one now. He's having a seizure. We need EMS in 1018.
Using a baton to break the window of the driver's seat and touching the burning vehicle with his bare hands, the officer heroically manages to pull the driver out of the vehicle. The officers manage to drag the seizing victim to safety as the truck explodes just mere seconds after pulling him out.
Hey, help me pull him over there. We'll get away from the fire.
You gotta back the fuck up. That thing is burning. Where the hell is the fire truck?
You're okay. You're okay. You're good. You're all right. Hey, get away from it. It's not going to do nothing. That's not going to do nothing. It's not going to help. Stay away. Over here. Get over there. Over there.
The victim is known to have made a full recovery.
No, don't yell at the man with the fire extinguisher. He's just walking out trying to help. He's walking out trying to help. They're like, no, that's not gonna do shit. Fuck it. Hey, get back in your house. Get back in your house. He whipped out the little mini one that you'd have under your sink.
The officers, Pineda and Carrera, received a Chief's Coin of Recognition for their heroic actions, but things still get even crazier. On April 2nd, 2022, Trooper Brack Miller, who was on the lookout for an armed robbery suspect, spotted the vehicle in Canadian County and attempted to pull the driver over. 32-year-old suspect Charles Carswell refused to stop and led the trooper on a high-speed chase, during which...
Yo, I don't support this, but I love watching high-speed chases, not car chases. Motorcycle, like you ever see like a motorcycle cop chase in cities, like in like different countries. Not like, I don't know if it'd be like Brazil, but like somewhere where it's like, yeah, like this shit, where they're like chasing him, dude. They're chasing him through the fucking roads. They end up going somewhere in like through backyards and shit, like this. Like, they're just riding in random alleyways, just chasing each other. That's staged. This is definitely not staged, because they crash right here. You like, watching this shit's entertaining.
Passing 10th nearly struck a OCPD motorcycle officer on the inside shoulder.
If I'm a cop too, I'm worried people don't pull over. You know how when a cop has their lights on and they're supposed you're supposed to move out of their fucking way? I'll be driving and that'll happen and people don't move. Like, there's a lot of people that don't move. And so they could just run into them. Like, it's not uncommon that an ambulance or somebody with like sirens will just run into somebody that didn't yield.
950 City, shots fired. They shot one through the back window.
Shot one through the back window. You're still pursuing? You're still pursuing? He's getting shot at? I'm going to be driving the car like this. Fucking hide behind the wheel. He still got good posture.
Still pointing the gun.
Yeah, hit him with it! Hit him with it! Do the side slam like you're in a fucking GTA race! How is he not worried? How is he not worried? They're actively shooting at him and he's just like an NPC, just unfazed.
Ooh, that was ugly.
The pursuit
that was ugly.
continued for a bit longer, and Trooper Miller's
Oh,
incredible...
he got bulletproof glass. Oh, shit. Yo, do all cop cars have bulletproof glass? That would make sense. Oh, yo, they got bulletproof glass? I'm going 180 miles an hour into the back of his car.
and professionalism just kept shining. Eventually, Trooper Miller was able to
Nah, that shit is cracked. That is not bulletproof.
tactically ram Charles's vehicle,
It
ending
looks flimsy.
the pursuit.
Said, yeah, taking one round through the front windshield. He's still continuing to fire.
Hit him! Hit him! Right here! Stop!
You gotta commit to that. You gotta commit to that. You gotta commit to that ram. Right there. Right there. Right there. Stop! Flip the car.
TBI.
Another job done. Over. Another day for the OGs. Over. The car just fucking starts going to a random tumble. Just fucking nails a tree. Explodes on impact.
For Trooper Miller, it was just another Saturday. Charles was eventually shot down following the incident, but it isn't always the case that pit maneuvers have resulted in a successful capture of a suspect. For in the next one, both the officer and the suspect sustain injuries, but they gave us one of the most incredible police pursuit moments you will ever see.
Yeah, that's a commit. Nah, that's a commit, though. That's a GTA fucking spin. That's me in a NASCAR game just fucking everybody over. Holy shit.
On April 10th, 2020, Arkansas State Police were
Alright, I don't know if I'd be doing all that. You might die in a car crash. In this scenario, do they think they're getting out of it? I always wonder that. Like, do they think... Because, like, not in this car. If I was driving, like, a Lambo, I might be like, I'll get away. or a motorcycle, but you're in a fucking Ford F-150. You are not outrunning a fucking supercharged, or not a supercharged, a turboed fucking Ford. That's a Ram 1500, brother. Oops. Oh, sorry. Honest mistake. Honest mistake, sir. My apologies. My apologies, sir. I did not know that was a Ram 1500. I thought it was a Ford F-150. My apologies. My apologies. Oh, now I more clearly see the Ram logo. You are right. You can tell by the trim that this is a Ram. Nice car.
Trooper Sean Ellis began pursuing the vehicle when it began crossing into traffic lanes, meeting traffic at a high rate of speed. Noticing Justin's extreme and reckless driving and his disregard for the
hitting that hitting that Jeep Gladiator would have been a fucking death sentence on the insurance. That car's expensive as shit.
By officers to collide their patrol cars with the suspect's vehicle in a bid to try and stop them.
Oh, this is gotta be insane. Oh my God! He caught air! He caught air! That was like a fucking ramp! Holy shit! That is literally 20 feet in the air. Wow.
Go on ahead and start EMS.
That guy must be dead. That guy must be dead.
Not only did the police car go above and beyond the call of duty, he almost went to infinity and beyond.
This was GTA, your car would just have like a little scratch on it. You just keep driving.
Trooper Ellis had executed the pit maneuver at 109 miles per hour, resulting in both the vehicles overturning. It is honestly incredible to see how far some people will go for the dumbest of reasons. Both Justin and Trooper Ellis sustained major injuries in the incident, which could have been avoided if the trooper had decided not to perform the pit maneuver at such a dangerous speed.
Nah, but that's so badass, though. Nah, but that's so badass, though. You're going 110, and you're like, fuck it. And you just ram right into him.
Thing you'd expect to see on a traffic stop is an overdosed suspect, but not the least. On October 13th, 2018, a Columbus police officer initiated a traffic stop after noticing a suspected drunk driver swerving on the streets.
I was just a bit tired, so I pulled over for a second.
I'm just a little bit eepy, so I had to pull over. I started falling asleep at the wheel. Let's just say I had a rough day.
Okay. You haven't been drinking?
No.
No.
I do not.
No drugs?
No.
When confronted, the suspect seemed disoriented and claimed to just feel tired after a long night of watching over his kid, but as we'll see later, that's very far from the truth.
You're having a hard time keeping your eyes open, man. When's the last time you slept?
It's been about a day and a half, 2 days.
2 days without sleeping? What's the longest y'all ever gone without sleeping? Maybe a day.
Hey.
Yes.
Why haven't you slept in a day and a half?
I just have a kid.
You have a kid? You sure you haven't taken any drugs?
Yes, I am.
Are you lying to me?
In the past.
But not today? You could, hey, you're falling asleep.
He's deaf on the fucking perks or some shit. You're falling asleep at the wheel. Like talking to a cop.
Talking to me, man.
I'm falling asleep. I'm just stressed.
Secondhand caller.
He's a pothead. Weed will not do that. If he was hot, if he was that high, his eyes would be fucking blood red.
Now, about 20 minutes ago, neighbor called.
Yeah, he's just a little EP, bro. Let him take a nap.
Reno Black 29 vandalized his truck. No black white jacket, no black gray jacket, no description on the third. They all took off running in the alley between Central and
What? I can't hear you.
Oh, I apologize.
You're what? What? What are you saying to me? I can't hear you.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you.
Westchester Woods Boulevard.
Now I can't
Sunrise Muffler. Drop the long range motion.
Do me a favor, get the keys out of the ignition. Turn your car off.
I'm really not worried that he's gonna pull away here if I'm the cop. I don't even think he knows how to fucking operate a vehicle right now.
Oh, my car is.
Oh. Put the keys on the roof.
On the roof?
Yep. Alright, stay put.
What happens next would shock both you and the officer conducting the stop.
Oh, do they OD?
As the officer went back to check up on the man, he had overdosed. Seeing this, the officer immediately calls for EMS. Luckily, EMS arrive on the scene quickly and are able to rescue the suspect.
So we were driving, just trying to get back to 19, and he's all over the road. He pulled in here. He gave me some story about how he was tired. I don't have his name or anything.
What do you think he was on?
We've given him 2 doses.
She looked away for 5 seconds? Well, that's how fast it happens.
Like,
he's not gonna die. It's just like literally he's so fucking high on whatever it is.
not even within the last minute.
Fentanyl? No. I would probably say like I was gonna say like some type of pill, like Xanax.
Ready to 80 for 9082.
6 milligrams of Narcan will woke you up.
There's a needle sitting right next to
9082 to 80. I'm still making my way over to 20 guys. You want me to come to you or to Grant?
You got any wallet or ID, bud?
Why did he drive?
Grant would be good.
What's your name?
The man was later identified to be 23-year-old Ryan Woolen. The amount of medication that was required to revive him was a shocking 8 milligrams of Narcan. It is a miracle that he was pulled over right at that time. I just hope for his sake that he made a full recovery. He just seemed like a really nice guy, having some trouble. But it's not always a good ending for some suspects, or even officers in this case. On September 25th, 2020, Metropolitan Police officers stopped a man in Norbury, South London, as they suspected him to be
the old London. Oh, now we're getting on the boat, going over. Another Tuesday pullover.
be connected to the string of robberies that had occurred in the area. Police, however, would soon discover that the suspect had a
shit. Is this guy like a murderer?
A lot of burglaries in this area, and I've just seen.
God, British people have such cool accents. Dude, I know I make fun of it, but I would rather have an Australian accent than a British accent. I would rather have an Australian accent than a British accent, and then probably what I sound like right now.
Take it and have a look in a minute, all right? The reason is there's a lot of burglaries in this area, okay? It's 1:30 in the morning. I don't know who you are. You probably got a totally legitimate excuse, all right? But at the moment, you're walking down the road with a duffel bag, all right? Which I believe may have stuff going to equipped to do a burglary, all right? So I'm just going to search you.
This pocket, I've got my ID.
Perfect. Okay, that's fine. Don't put your hands in your pockets. Hey, hello. Don't put your hands in your pockets. Okay. You okay? You're just going to be searched, mate. You're not under arrest. I just need to search you. You okay? All right. Just
him wearing the trench coat would make me so nervous, though, because like he could have like a machete just like sitting in his person.
Nervous, yeah?
My parents, please.
Okay. Are they expecting you home? Okay, that's fine. All right. That's fine.
You could be 2 seconds. You could be 2 seconds. Do you want me to hold that? It's alright. You're not in trouble. You're not in trouble. So my colleagues just explained. He was just quickly search you.
Oh, they're being so nice. Oh, they're being so nice.
It's all being recorded on. Okay? You're not in trouble.
The man was identified to be 23-year-old Louis de Zoysa. He had been wearing a black mask and carrying a duffel bag. After being asked by the police if they could perform a search of his bag in order to clear him, the suspect, who's extremely nervous and shaken, confesses to having something in his bag.
Oh my God, is it going to be a dead body? What would it fit? It's going to be like a head or something.
I'm going to confess, okay? In that bag is non-medical
Louis had been
weed, bitch. But he's tweaking about. All right, I have non-medical cannabis. Bitch, I would have said, yeah, there's weed in the bag. That bag is full of weed. Boring. Have a human hand in the bag. Or something.
Been on the way to visit his parents before he had been caught by the police. After further investigation, Louis was found to have been an avid drug user for 4 years and allegedly was on the autistic spectrum. Then during the search, Louis had a very odd request.
Okay, how much have you got in there?
I've got maybe 3 or so.
He has an eighth of, I swear to yo, he has an eighth of weed and they're about to fucking bug out on this man. Nah, this has to take a turn for the worse, and he fucking stabs them.
All right, I'm still gonna have to search you. All right, so just pass me your phone and your mask, okay?
He's gonna stab him or something.
My concern is at the moment is if you've got anything on that's gonna hurt me or you, any needles, any razor blades, anything like that. Okay, fine. Because you just told me you've got drugs on you, I'm just gonna have to put you in handcuffs while I search you. The reason, what's the matter? So the reason for that is people try and do silly things when we search them. They try and hurt themselves. They try and hurt police officers. All right?
Can you take me into the car, please?
Why? Don't resist. Listen to me very carefully.
I know.
Don't resist.
We'll put you in the car, but put handcuffs on first, yeah?
Okay.
Is it someone's watching us? Or...
Look, let me take the bag, please. Thank you.
Why do you want us to sit you in the car?
Just worried, please.
Why?
Oh my god, is somebody like after him or some shit?
Just.
You think your parents might see?
No.
Once in the car, Louis reaches for his pockets as if to hide something, despite being asked by the officers to not do so. The officers aren't oblivious to his actions and decide to search Louis to make an astounding discovery.
Okay, so I asked you earlier. I'm not too sure what the answer was. Have you got anything on you like sharp that can hurt me or you?
And you have a Nick vape. Imagine he just pulls out like a nicotine vape.
No.
Oh god. Some crazy shit's about to happen. What is it? 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 What is it?
Yeah, canisters.
Oh.
Right,
bullets?
at the moment, I'm
Right.
placing you under arrest for possession of what I believe to be bullets.
The officers then place Louis under arrest after finding what they believed to be bullets. He's soon transported to Croydon Police Station to be prosecuted.
Am I wrong in saying, isn't it really hard to get a gun in the UK too, comparably to the US? Like, you find bullets on somebody in the US, that's not that insane. But, like, in the UK, like, most cops don't even have guns. You have to be, like, there's, like, a certain type of officer in the UK that's, like, allowed to carry a weapon.
Processed and questioned further. What follows next should have never even been a thing, but sadly, it is.
No, it's fine.
Okay, hold up. I feel like I should scan this. I feel like somebody's about to die. Okay, no.
Possession of a firearm, aka a bag of what look like bullets. Possession of intent to supply Class B.
So you're probably not needing further search.
Yes, 100%.
Right, just sit back. Let's wind them down. Don't take the cuffs off.
That's fine.
Stand up, mate.
He's been a bit.
Go on.
I think this is it.
I understand. Stand up.
So please leave.
What?
Please leave. I think I'm going to pass on.
Okay, listen to me.
I don't think you are, mate.
My name's Matt. I'm the custody officer. Right? I'm in charge. I'm not involved in the investigation. You've been arrested on suspicion of possession of bullets, ammunition, and possession of intent to supply.
Class B.
Class B. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Your detention's not been authorised yet, but I can authorise a search of you under Section 54 of PACE. Stand up. Mate, you're good enough to...
After being led into a cell, Louis, who had managed to sneak in a revolver hidden in his coat, opened fire, killing custody sergeant Matt Ratana. Louis fired no less than 4 shots towards the sergeant, one of them bouncing back to hit Louis himself. It baffles me as to how officers could have possibly missed a foot-long gun during the search of someone who's possessing bullets. Louis was sentenced to life in prison for his crimes after his recovery. If you enjoyed this video, watch this one, and don't forget to subscribe.
What the fuck? How did they not find a fucking revolver? I feel like it's because it's also just not as common. Like, if you're in the U.S., bro, there's states where you can walk into, like, a Walmart holding a fucking a hunting rifle. So knowing, like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like even in the UK, like, you find somebody with bullets, it's like, damn, dude, do they have a gun? But they searched him. He also was wearing, like, 4 fucking sets of clothing. Why did he even have a gun on him? Was he the guy that was robbing places? That is insane. That was such a good video, though. Holy shit. Eight weird ways to sneak food into class. Oh, God. Let's calm down with the rave music off rip. Oh, anybody remember when you guys were in elementary school and you had, like, a cubby in your own desk? Like, in high school, like, you usually just have a flat desk. Sometimes there will be a cubby depending on the classroom, but, like that little, like, it would be, like, your elementary school desk, you had your last name on the table, so it was yours, and then you had, like, a cubby. Dude, I used to hide so much shit in there. Who the fuck would bring a utility knife to class? Just eat the fucking candy. You're gonna replace the blade of a utility knife with half a fucking nerd's rope? Or not a nerd's rope. A fucking rainbow rope? This is like so much work. You're disassembling a fucking... I don't think you would ever be given a fucking box cutter knife in class. The only class I ever had a sharp object in was art class. And, like, you had to be mad careful with that shit. You're coming to school with a fucking super glued brooch of Welch fucking gummies.
A new teacher won't mind it.
Dude, are you, like, starving in the fucking 45 minutes you have class? Wait until you have a fucking break. You think anybody actually did this? When you think about it, 82 million people watched this in a span of 4 years. Someone, even if it was one person did the fucking utility knife rainbow strip thing. One person did this dumb shit. One person fucking got the dumbass tape roller and fucking did it. Like, I know the, like, realistically, 0.00001% of the fucking viewers did, but still, that's like 2 people. Like, the fact that someone followed this is insane. Fucking donut. What is with this gelatin shit? Just eat a fucking donut. And you really, here's your solution. You want to eat candy in class? Here's your fucking solution. Eat a Jolly fucking Rancher. Eat a Jolly Rancher. Don't hide it. Just reach into your bag with a pen, unravel it, and fucking pop it in your mouth. No one will ever know that you have a Jolly Rancher in your fucking mouth. If you just keep that shit in the side of your cheek, if they talk to you, just fucking put it in the back of your mouth. No one's gonna fucking know. Ever. Ever. It's like, why are they doing this? It's just, Miss Elizabeth. And, like, dude, just fucking do the video. Just fucking do the video. Just fucking don't even pan to Miss Elizabeth. Just what the fuck? I used to have a friend in middle school who would sniff glue sticks, not knowing that Elmer's glue is non-toxic, so you couldn't even get high from it. I used to sniff hand sanitizer in middle school. That shows the person I am. I used to sniff hand sanitizer. I used to go like this, and I'd go, and then it would burn, and I would go, but then, and it got so bad that our whole class started doing it at the computer lab that they took away all the hand sanitizer in middle school. They didn't let us do it. That is still fucking unclean. You just poured gelatin into, like, a half and half mixture of glue.
Into the stick.
Like that matters. Facts. Facts. As long as I can eat my snacks in class. As long as I can eat my gummy candy in class without the teacher knowing. It looks great for photos. What fucking photo shoot are you doing with a Parmesan pencil case? All right, I'm done with that fucking video. We're done with that Shroom Troop video. That shit was trash. We're moving on. White people get grills for the first time.
I'm really Site. Now I don't know if I'd like be
Yeah, hook my boy up, Honest John, with some of that. Hook my boy up, Honest John, with that bling. Hit him with that diamond-studded grill.
wearing it a lot, but it might be an improvement on my old man teeth.
I mean, I'm down to try it.
John got dentures. You might as well give that man diamond-studded dentures. He's like 83.
Black guys, maybe I'll attract more this way.
What? True though. All right, that's actually true though.
White people, we assimilate. Some people.
Black people start a lot of like cultural trends, like a lot of cool things, right? Like music. Music-wise is a big fucking thing. Jazz, rap, all that. Outside of that, even clothing. That's another big thing. Like massive clothing brands that people wear, like dumbass. But how does a grill even work? I know they take a mold of your teeth as if it's a retainer, but then, like, how do you wear the grill? Like, can you just take them out like they're retainers? No. Like, it's like a teeth glue. You put it on? Oh, it's literally just a retainer. I thought they glue it in. Everybody's just saying yes when I said like 45 different. They snap over one or more of the teeth. Okay, so they're snap-ons. God, I feel like then you would just be talking weird because it's like some fat-ass gold retainer, basically.
Everything. Val is my assistant. Obviously, she's been right.
They use Velcro. Oh yeah, they snap on with Velcro. Yeah, for sure. Somebody biting down. You're about to have a weirder moment here. This man's about to die when you give him the grill.
Sure you good. So first step.
He's gonna suffocate while he has that shit in. You ever get one of these though? Like, this is the same shit they use when you actually get a retainer. It's the fucking worst. Having one of these things in your mouth for the fucking teeth mold. Oh my god, or tooth mold. It starts dripping down your throat. It's like this pink goop that dries. It's so nasty and it makes you want to gag. That's the noises. That's the noise my boyfriend makes in bed.
Alright, you weren't supposed to bite down, but we'll figure it out and see how.
Bro, they told that motherfucker not to bite down, and then he did it anyway. Bro, he said, what's the weirdest thing that ever happened? Well, usually they bite down, so, just don't bite down, and then he bites down. Yo, it looks like he can't breathe, though. My man's geek. It already looks like she has veneers. Like, her teeth are so white.
Trying to impress the women with that. Of course.
Trying to impress the women with that. Yo, he about to mingle at the senior old home with the fucking grills in. So you like the lemonade recently? I've been seeing that they've been putting more sugar in it. I've been saying, I know you like your lemonade sugary. I've been putting more sugar in that lemonade for you. Do I look like a rapper? What rapper does that? Like, chat, name a rapper that goes when they rap.
I wore this to a Clippers game.
Fucking Biggie Cheese? Like, who the hell does that? I would love to see an old person in a club. Like, a really old person. Like, when I go, like, the oldest person I've ever seen in a club is probably, like, 40. Like, I'm talking like a 65-year-old, right? You're in the club, it's going, boomps, 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 boomps. Wait, no, that's not what a club is. Nah. Boom, 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 boom. Like, some shit like that. Where the speakers are so loud that, like, it's making your heart hurt. Like, you feel your body vibrating, and you just see this old guy fucking walking around. He'd definitely die. I think he would die in a fucking club. Chicks like chickens. Oh, back in my day, I had a chicken coop. No, that's not what we're talking about. Back in 82, I actually used to raise chickens. I actually got a degree in animal husbandry. And I used to position. No, that's not what we're talking about. Women. Oh, women?
That's the magic word right there. Yeah. Yeah, so.
Back in my day. That was a video. That was a video that we watched. Look at the comments. Oh, I should have read the fuck. Yo, I'll actually pull that shit up. Why does the old man look so cool with the grill? Old man kept it real as fuck. Why does the white girl act so weird, then the old man's so chill? When Starbucks girls try to get a black boyfriend. Dude, this video's 6 years old. I thought this shit came out like a month ago. How trying became cool again.
Wow, yeah, this is the most try-hard intro of all time. Just started like everyone else.
That was a fire intro.
In front of a microphone, man. Okay, yeah, that's better. About a month ago, an artist named Doechii went viral for her talk show performance. This set had her and 2 other girls with elaborate hair, choreography, rapping really well. And the biggest tweet that came from this was, making those Harriet Tubman music is the cheat code for getting respected in rap. Now, this is an amazing tweet. This is just an amazing combination of words. This random...
What do you mean making Harriet Tubman music? What does that even fucking mean? Making those Harriet Tubman music is the cheat code to getting respected in rap. What?
This random assortment of words specifically chosen to piss people off. I gotta give it to you. This is a work of art. But this is part of an attitude that has been around for a while now. Don't do too much. This performance had nothing to do with politics, Harriet Tubman, slavery, nothing. She kind of just assumed that.
Yo, dead ass though. Motherfuckers get mad now when music actually means something. Like, people were getting mad at, like, I've seen a lot of conversations about this. Like, Kendrick's Super Bowl performance, people were like, bro, you just have to make music, bro. Like, it shouldn't, like, you're trying to make, like, a point. I'm like, it's still a song. Like, he's making music that means something as well. People get mad with rap today when it's not just, like, I fuck bitches and make money. If you say something that's, like, monumental about society or life, and you're trying to actually be, like, relatable to a genuine, like, societal basis, people go, nah, that's stupid.
From the amount of effort that was being put in. Over time, it has become uncool to just try, like, just to put in some effort. Don't do too much, okay? It's embarrassing. Just be nonchalant, be cool, be effortless. This has made everything boring. Everyone is too scared to try because that would be vulnerable. And I feel like only now are we seeing a shift back.
I don't even think it's try. I think when people step away from the road of popularity, they get flack because it's not the norm to do so. People like being a part of something, and if you're not able to relate to a specific group in your own art, you're generally shit on for it. However, I do fall into the same category of sometimes shitting on people that are trying to do their own thing. But as does everybody, right? It's your own take on your own specific topic. But I will agree that a lot of the time trying to be different or trying to be, like, trying to put effort into something is a lot of the time shit on versus just making, like, a sick beat and then rapping, like, a random freestyle with it. The death of trying was when Mo Bamba came out. I will definitively mark that end myself. Mo Bamba. Obama? No, Mo Bamba. That song was good, but it was, like, effortless. It was just a catchy song that people could, like, fuck with. And then now there's just so many copies of that today that I'll still listen to. I'm not going to sit here and say I won't listen to them, but they're low effort music. They just work.
Mozart, Michelangelo, the Hawk Tour Girl. Every generation has their greats. But it feels like over time we're giving people more credit for being nonchalant than for doing things well.
I don't like Playboy Cardi. I just gotta, I don't know. After he went on a few, like, he went on that stream and he was just sitting there. I don't know. I don't like Playboy Cardi. I'm not gonna sit here and, like, diss him, but I'm not gonna, I don't really listen to Cardi. I don't diss Playboy Cardi because of how he acted on the fucking Aiden Ross stream. Like, at the end of the day, that's not going to fucking sway my opinion one way or the other. I just think, like, if I can't, obviously, if this is on the VOD viewers aren't going to hear this. But, like, Playboy Cardi's music, it's not bad, but it's like, I wouldn't listen to it. Now Gummo on the other. Now, Yo, chat, now let me put y'all on. Bro, at the end of the day, it's your own musical taste. If you fuck with Playboi Carti, you fuck with Playboi Carti. I'm not gonna diss you, right? Same thing with Yeet. Like, I make fun of motherfuckers for liking Yeet because I don't like his music. But, like, if you fuck with him, I don't really care, right? It's not that big of a deal.
It's crazy to see this contrast between the last 10 years and then the last, like, 100 to 1,000 years. Even just the 2000s. The 2000s were the definition of not being afraid to do the most. Loud, maximalist, unapologetic self-expression. Everything is in your face, over the top, colorful, has personality. Bro, even things that were corporate didn't feel soulless or generic. Things were...
Well, here's the thing. Trying became bad because people tried too hard to be an unauthentic version of themselves. Not just in music, but in life. There are people that will go to another bound to be somebody that they're not. And that's annoying as fuck. But now that has gotten blurred in music and in general to be, if you're somebody trying, you're trying to be someone you're not versus you're just actually trying. It's gone. It was different, right? In the 2000s music era, it was like, hey, everybody's doing their own fucking thing. There's a lot of people popping up, and it's really nice that, you know, they're being able to express themselves. And then it moved forward, and I think it just started to disappear because, number one, it got easier to just not try. And if you were, you got a lot of flack for it.
You were allowed to be weird or cringe. The internet was the Wild West, man. You know, before...
Yeah, Smosh, bro. If there were people that were making Smosh, I think also Smosh just fell out of style. I think the style of videos that Smosh did today would do terrible because it would be deemed as cringy. But that's also just cultural comedy, right? Like, how that changes over time. Right, what's funny now won't be funny in 20 years. So I feel like that's a different thing.
Everything became content. You could create whatever you wanted. You could do whatever you wanted. It was a little too much. You might have had to reel it in. And we did.
I still watch them. Smosh nowadays is different than they were. I'm saying Smosh Food Battles is different from, like, Smosh the channel today.
2010s, everything shifted. And I don't know when exactly this was. I remember the exact moment I noticed it, and that was in 2016 when the Life of Pablo album cover came out, and I was like, so this is where we're at now. You didn't even try. And that was the aesthetic. The whole deal in the mid-20s.
Yeah, now Spotify covers are just like your floor. When they say anything could be a Spotify cover, and it could literally just be a picture of actually anything, and you could put a song to it, and it'll work.
Everything was redesigned to look more simple, AKA boring, bruh. Just straight up soulless. It's the same monotonous, no personality vibe. In the last 10 years, every movie started looking...
That's like radio music. Oh my God, every Kevin Hart movie. Every Kevin Hart movie ever. Not every Kevin Hart movie. I'm not shitting on Kevin Hart. I love Kevin Hart. He's a funny guy. I don't like his comedy that much. But... any movie with I gotta rewind here. Any movie with Kevin Hart and The Rock is a stale, unoriginal money grab, and it sucks. Get Hard was a good movie with Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart. Jumanji is a good film. See, that's why I had to rewind. I gotta redo my take. Kevin Hart has a lot of good films, but they do cast Kevin Hart in a lot of stale, and The Rock, almost all of them. Red One. All Fast and Furious movies now are bad. They're all bad. After Paul Walker died, it went down. It went into the fucking gutter. I'm not even going to lie. After Paul Walker died, Fast and Furious took a fucking nosedive into the fucking dirt. It was horrible. We got to get out of this one. We're going to bring a car to space. And they brought a car to space. I'm so glad that he brought up movies because movies are fucking shitholes now. Okay, there are a lot of movies that I like that have a lot of fucking shit, right? They get a lot of flack, and it's mainly comedy movies. If you look at 2010 comedies, Superbad, fucking Dude, Where's My Car, fucking Tropic Thunder, any fucking comedy movie that is considerably a stoner movie, the other guys, Step Brothers, their budgets were so low comparable to now. And the movies that come out now all the fucking producers or the people that are fucking fronting this think is, how many famous people can I get in on this and it'll do well? You see it with Super Bowl ads most recently. Every forgettable Super Bowl ad is the most expensive Super Bowl ad you've ever seen, because all they do is throw in 15 turbo famous people, pay them each $1 million to be in the ad, and go, if I shove enough famous people in this ad, they'll remember it. No, I won't. I'll remember an ad that had Kevin Hart, The Rock, Amy Poehler, Adam Sandler, and fucking Terry Crews. I couldn't tell you the product, but I know they were in it. Red One. I always use Red One as an example. Red One, a Christmas film about Santa being kidnapped. $250 million. For what? For what? Piece of shit. And they're all bad movies. They're all reruns, and they try to, and here's a big thing with movies today, is they try to put comedy where comedy doesn't need to be. Okay? If you have an action, thriller, horror movie, stop trying to make it funny. Stop trying to fucking throw in jokes here and there to make it a fucking lighthearted comedy. Fuck that. I want it to be a depressing, sad, gritty, scary movie. I want to be on my toes, and I want you to kill the main character. Okay? And that's going to be, I'm going to go, have you seen Barry? Barry's doing it right. Barry's doing it right. I stopped watching Barry. It stressed me out so much, but it's doing it right. I'm getting really off topic here.
Dim, dark, flat. Every movie has that Netflix look, bruh. In relationships, we became so detached. Everyone became so nonchalant. Dating now is a competition of who can care less the most. It's also why you're in your 8th situationship in the last 12 months. I'm not hating, I'm just noticing. Every day another tweet goes viral about how we gotta bring back real yearning. Where the real...
Yeah, and people in relationships, at least that I see now, because I'm in a relationship, so I can't really speak from personal experience, but people that are trying to get into relationships that are my friends, a lot of the time won't even give somebody a shot unless they think they're the one, which is weird. Different scenario, but it's like, you go on these apps and women will judge men or men will judge women because of how they have their social media profile set up, and you have to have like an algorithm on how you're going to present yourself on your Hinge profile or Bumble or whatever. Otherwise, nobody even wants to fucking swipe on you. They don't even want to get to know you. They would never talk to you.
Yearners at. We got to bring back that level of yearn. Oh, that was mine. Okay. That sentiment has been around for a while.
Dating apps have their own problem, though. I think that's entirely different from, how trying became cool again.
We miss actually feeling like we can put ourselves out there. But the thing is, nobody wants to be seen as a try-hard. And that's like the only insult that could also be a motivational quote. It's like if I called you a keep going, don't stop, you got this.
Social media, dude, literally, dating apps ruin trying as well, because nobody, it's different with like Bumble or Hinge or whatever. Motherfuckers on Tinder, it's like, you just hook up. You just hook up with people. It's not like, oh, you're going to try and go on a date and bring a girl flowers and like present yourself as much. I feel like a lot of the time it's like a lot of douchebaggery guys with like hookup culture and situationship dating versus like actually like commitment.
This don't stop right here, bro. Look at this don't stop. Look what he's doing. He's not stopping, bro. What is he? But I think there's a difference between trying hard because you want to and trying hard to impress other people. We had social media for a while, but it's only recently where it feels like everyone is looking at them. So everyone's standing up straight, trying to be perfect. All eyes are on you. That's why every party looks like this.
I think more and more people have gotten judgmental. This is the Super Bowl party. This is the post-Super Bowl party. I actually saw this on Twitter. And I was like, this doesn't look fun. I'm not even lying. I was like, actually, this is just so many people just standing around doing fucking nothing. And it's just a bunch of famous people. They're just standing there. They're actually just not even interacting. I'm not witnessing any like good conversations or anything. I saw the panoramic view and I was like, there's just a few people standing there dancing. It looks so boring. People are more judgmental now on social media than they have ever been. On a personal level. I'm not talking about like politics or like viewpoints or very like, monumental things. I'm saying just like, dude, you post an Instagram picture that people think looks stupid, they'll fucking flame you for it.
Now, where everyone's afraid to move at all. Instagram feels like LinkedIn, curating the literal peaks of your life to share. We're trying to understand this new landscape where anyone can be made fun of for doing anything. You can be minding your business in public, you do something a little bit off, and now, you check Twitter, that video is on friggin' 8 million people's timeline. and you're getting cooked. So the last thing you want is to be seen trying or failing at something. Everyone is...
Hate culture is so bad. Well, it makes people feel better about themselves. It's like a stereotypical movie bullying. If bullying somebody else and putting them down makes you feel better because they are now in a worse situation than you are.
Walking on eggshells. Artists became nonchalant. Why try if you'll be mocked if it doesn't sell well? In music, we traded elaborate rollouts, cool visuals for mysterious vibes. And aura. I've had enough aura, all right? We get it. We don't know what you're up to. Post the dang songs. It became more attractive.
Yo, my favorite music videos were Sorry for Party Rockin' though. I'm gonna play literally like a second of it, and I hope it doesn't get copyrighted for Brady. This shit. And it was like a whole, dude, it's a 7-minute fucking music video of them all dancing and shit, and it has like a whole plot. It's so good. 633 million views.
Why try if you'll be hurt if you put yourself out there?
You need to ignore her, bro. If you ignore her and don't talk to her, don't text her for a week, you're gonna be amazed.
Yo, actually though, that's what guys tell me now. That's what you guys tell me now. Motherfuckers putting out effort, it seems obsessive. And then you gotta stop, right?
If you're just chill, man, it's like, you have nothing to lose. But we have robbed ourselves of the joy of expressing ourselves to the fullest extent. Even right now, somebody could be like, oh my gosh, this guy's doing too much. What is he talking about? He's in these runs. I don't care. I'm not limiting my enjoyment of life just so other people won't think I'm enjoying life too much. Like, come on. Y'all are not enjoying life enough for me. I'm sorry. The irony is the look of...
Nah, or even when it's like... I mean, a lot of you guys don't do this now, but genuinely, some of y'all do. When I'll go on like a philosophy rant and it's somebody that's never been here before or they just don't care about it, and I'll start getting like deep and talking about life and shit, motherfuckers will be like, bro, stop yapping. Nobody gives a fuck. No, nobody gives a fuck. And I'm just watching. I'm just imagining them just stand there like, yo, bro, it's like, it's really just like, it's how it is, bro. It doesn't matter. I'm like, dude, what are you fucking like? You're just annoying. Like, or you're so... Like, some people be so non-caring that it's like fucking so... It's aggravating how little they care about anything. There's a level of nonchalantness that's needed, right? Like, you shouldn't be stressing or freaking out about every single aspect of your fucking life. But it's like the second somebody tries to say something meaningful, you're like, bro, it don't matter. Like, are you just going to live fucking 75 years and die and you're on your deathbed and you're going to be like, bro, it don't matter.
Nonchalance takes so much effort that you might as well just try, bruh. You already are. And I think people are getting tired of this nonchalance, and we're finally seeing a shift. The pendulum is swinging back. Artists are finally putting themselves out there more and getting rewarded for it. Like just a couple of years ago, DJ Khaled was saying Tyler, the Creator, makes mysterious music.
It's called albums that you actually hear the songs, not no mysterious shit. You never hear it.
This is one of the funniest terms because it's a mystery to me how DJ Khaled is allowed to make music.
I don't even know. I don't even know what DJ Khaled does. I don't know if that's me being detached from like social media. Bro, I know he's like a DJ and he like makes beats, but he also makes songs. What does he do? He's a producer. I just know DJ Khaled, and you could genuinely be like, play me a song, and I would not know what DJ Khaled, which songs are DJ Khaled's.
It was offbeat. He was weird. It's not really the type of music that you hear at barbershops. But that's fine. Can that not exist? And now with Chromacopia, we got to see a refreshing, dope rollout in a time when people announce music and it doesn't come out for months to years. The album was announced. There was real world building. The colors, the characters, the sounds were distinct. This guy's actually putting in effort, man. This is what I'm talking about. The bare minimum. That's all I need. And he sold 300K first week. His biggest album yet. More than any album DJ Khaled has ever sold.
Sold what? A genuine question. Like vinyls or like records, like albums. What do you mean sell an album? How do you sell an album? How do you sell an album? What are you buying the album on? Oh my God. I sound like a Gen Alpha right now. Vinyls online? What do you mean online? We don't have iTunes anymore. I listened to Tyler, the Creator on Spotify. I didn't buy it. What do you mean? He bought like vinyls, like CDs, vinyls, like physical copies of the songs.
Like, look at all the pop stars of the last year. We finally got like a pop renaissance. These are all artists that have literally...
How many records you'd sold? That would be vinyl records.
Grinded for like 10 plus years. And that's why I feel so much more earned to see them win. Artists like Chapel Roan taking pop back to being elaborate and maximalistic. Is that a word? I don't know. Doing the most in the best way. This is what I'm talking about, bro. I need y'all. This is pop music. Y'all know where this came from. Why is everybody trying to act too cool for this? You have to be out.
Yo, he's really making me not want to be a hater on Yeet anymore. And I don't even think Yeet tries that much, but he does do some... Motherfuckers always say he does some different shit. Maybe I shouldn't be a hater on Yeet anymore. Maybe I should stop being a hater on some of these on some of these musicians.
Even with how minimalistic Brat was and the whole Brat summer movement, Charlie XCX was putting in a ton of work, bruh. People got so tired of Drake not really feeling like he's trying at all, to the point where they were rooting against him in the beef. And Kendrick actually putting in effort into his lyrics, into his love for the art form, made it easier to want this guy to win. And that effort took him all the way to the dang Super Bowl and winning 5 Grammys in one night.
You think they care about that? I always wonder that. Like, you think Kendrick cares? I didn't watch his, like, speeches or anything, but, like, at some point, you won so many fucking Grammys, bro. It's like, whatever. Like, it's just another award. Like they've won so many. From that episode of Friends, if you've ever seen that, editor, throw up that, where Rachel and Joey steal an award from someone, and they feel bad about it, bring it back to them, only for them to realize that the person who got the award doesn't give a shit. And so they're like, yeah, I'm just gonna take that back. They probably care about Grammys, but other awards, dude, they probably have walls of that shit. Like Taylor Swift, Kendrick.
Barbenheimer got all these people to come out and watch 2 movies on the same day just because these 2 directors.
Those were some good, that was a good ass movie though. Good ass movie. And I fucked with Barbie. Motherfuckers were dissing the Barbie movie saying, oh, it's too much about women, bro. When I was also high as fuck in the back of the movie theater. I remember I macked 2 Chipotle burritos in the parking lot. Me and my friends walk in. I'm sitting in the back of the movie theater, fried. I'm just fucking watching this shit. And then Ken goes, sublime. I just start doing my loud ass laugh cackle where I'm like, and I sound like loud as fuck. I literally see people turn around and look at me. Just don't care. I just keep laughing. Oppenheimer was good too. Oppenheimer, I took like 4 pee breaks on Oppenheimer though. I start thinking about having to pee. If a movie's longer than 2.5 hours, I start thinking I'm going to have to pee. And then I go, I have to pee.
Directors put in more effort than we're used to in recent big blockbusters. We went from a movie like Nacho Libre looking like this to every
Bring a pee bottle.
$200 million blockbuster looking like this.
We got snowmen!
Oh my God, somebody with the same exact opinion as me. Oh my God. I swear to God, this is not pre-watched.
The colorful sets, Oppenheimer with the dang scale, the epicness of the IMAX camera. They both felt like they were
the funniest video ever was when somebody farted during the Oppenheimer silent scene where the bomb blows up during the test. Oppenheimer fart. I think it's funnier too, because I don't know if the guy knew it would be silent, but it's one of those where like, oh, the bomb was gonna blow up. He thought it would be loud, rips ass, and it's just dead silent.
Made by real people, not algorithms. But one thing stands in the way of all this. None of this is real. We're cooked. With AI, this is like the end game of no effort. This is like it doesn't really get farther than this. Like, you really just study for 8 hours when I just got ChatGPT to do it for me. Good use of your time, Timmy. All right, I'll see you in there. We're gonna do a little surgery on this guy, right? We're getting rid of human.
I think there's certain usage of AI where prompting it in the specific ways can be very creative and still effortful. But there is a lot of creators and even videos that I watch, and they're interesting. And it's sad that they're interesting, but they're AI videos that just go through like the top 10 most like horrific accidents or something. The top 10 indigenous tribes that still exist to this day. And they're like good videos, but it's an AI voice, AI scripted, AI made. And it's like somebody just prompted the video and they still put in effort, but it's like,
human voices.
Not nearly as much as somebody doing the research for it.
Faces, thoughts.
And there's hundreds of channels that are like that now.
Just so we can save some time. But the best things that have ever been produced on this earth were by human beings that had to actually think, dig deep down, and come up with solutions to problems. Are we gonna just lose that part of ourselves to save some time? Probably.
I want film companies to take more chances on like low budget films. Not even low budget, dude. I like not 200 million. Stop making $200 million movies. Unless you literally know it's going to be a fucking hit, stop making $200 million movies and give other actors more chances, dude. People are ready and there to shine. And I feel like a big problem with movies today, and I'm not dissing the young audience, but I think people like Jenna Ortega and Timothy Chalamet get a lot of the role castings where they do well in their role, but there's not a lot of young people today that are making their like showing as actors. Like name like 5 prominent actors that are under the age of 30. Like it's hard. It's really hard. What about influencers though? There's influencers, definitely. Like influencing, I think like social media is still a big part where like, you know, there's a lot of young guys that are up and coming. Zendaya's been in the game for so long. I don't know if she counts. But it's like Tanner Buckingham, Sydney Sweeney, Jenna from Stranger Things, kids and others. Yeah, but you're just even then they're like mainstream now. There's so many actors that are in their like 40s and 50s that you could just list them for so long. And obviously, as time goes, more and more people will pop up. But I just really want to see more, like, fresh faces. I don't know. I don't want to say it turns me off from a film when there's prominent actors in it. But when I know that there's going to be just, whenever it says star-studded cast, I don't want to watch it. I immediately go to assuming that they put zero effort in the script of the movie and the story and just put all of their money towards the people and then banking on their performance. And that's not always the case. There's a lot of movies like Oppenheimer which had so many famous fucking people and it did really well. But I feel like the majority of them now are just like brainless, just slop that they throw at you and just go, oh, here's Dwayne Johnson. You guys like Dwayne Johnson, right?
Been harder because people want the real, bro. I think we're gonna fight not by trying to beat AI, but by trying to be even more human. That's how you cut through these days. Everything feels so fake and corporate and low effort that even just caring about what you do feels different. Everyone wants.
It's so weird that the horror thriller genre is one of the only genres in games and movies that has stayed creative in low budget. Maybe because the churn rate's so high, but like the best games are indie horror games, indie thriller games all the time. The best movies are always like thrillers with like a $20 million budget.
Wants to seem effortless, but the thing is you have to try hard to get good enough at something to make it seem effortless. One of my favorite stories is Miles Davis improvised.
Not the best of all time either. Like obviously, yeah, like Django Unchained, Interstellar, like fucking Oppenheimer. There's a lot of movies that are going to be like top 10 that are fucking so expensive to make, but it's just, you know, I think on a year-to-year basis, I like more films that come out that are new, that are cheap.
A film score in real time, like watching the movie, playing the trumpet in one night, the whole score is done. But that didn't happen because this guy was like, bro, let's just get this over with, bro. Let me just get in there, man. It took him thousands of hours of honing that craft to make that even possible for me to be telling you about it right now. People are just trying to skip 50 steps now and just get to the effortless part. But let's be real, you might take an L for trying. You might waste your time, you might look stupid, and that's scary. But if you actually put your all into it just because you wanted to, you can stand on that. There's more regret in hiding behind the shield of, oh, well, I didn't even try, so it's okay that it failed. That inspires nobody. That produces nothing cool, except you get to help your ego. That's it. Is that what we're doing all this for? Is that why we're here? No. The reality is, we're all just scared, all right? It's fear, is what it is. You're scared. We can't live life behind this fear, bro. We can't create art behind this fear. We can't have real relationships behind this fear. You can't even read a book these days in public without somebody telling you you're not a vibe, bro. I wasn't trying to be a vibe. I was just trying to read the freaking... Post-COVID, we are starved for connection. We're starved for authenticity. That's what I'm gonna try to do here. That's what you should try to do in your everyday life. And we can actually try to have fun on this earth instead of acting too cool to have fun, okay? I gotta clean this up now.
Yeah, it's crazy he threw eggs at his mirror for that one clip. That was a fucking good-ass video, though. I'm a sub to this guy. Nathan Zed. People forget why not trying looks cool. It's cool when somebody's good at something that they make look effortless. But now things are just effortless. Yeah. You get so good at something, you make it nonchalant. That's the cool part of not trying. When, like, Shaun White got so good at fucking snowboarding, he was just better than everybody else and just didn't even really look like he was giving a fuck. Like that, or like Usain Bolt, when he ran so fast that he started jogging at the end of the race because it wasn't the... All right. Turns out my boyfriend is faker than my Gucci bag.
Hi there, my name is Emma and I'm from Los Angeles. Please like and subscribe. I was born to workaholic parents, so I didn't see them much growing up. My babysitter didn't find me too interesting either. She'd spend hours watching TV, watching weird wrestling competitions on the TV, while I would spend endless hours drowning my face in fashion magazines. It was my dream to start my own clothing line someday, and it would be so successful that my parents wouldn't have to work another day in their life and spend all their time with me. When I turned...
My dream was to be a soda truck driver and make Coca-Cola variations.
Turned 16, Mom and Dad got me admitted into one of the best...
I liked mixing flavors at McDonald's on the soda fountain. I thought I was really good at it. I would mix Dr. Pepper, Cherry Coke, and then maybe a dash of Sprite.
Best schools in the city and took me shopping to get some new stuff. I was smitten by this gorgeous designer handbag. Mom, can I have this, please? Emma, that's $3,000. We can't afford that. Not after that expensive school. Really? You work so...
Yo, you know what I'm gonna say though? I'm never buying. When I have kids, bro, I don't care how rich I am. If they want clothing, I'm never buying. Well, I mean, obviously you give them clothing. It's kind of a necessity. Anyways, when you give your kids clothes, I'm not gonna buy them anything that's overtly expensive. You know what I mean? Like parents that buy their kids Jordans, you're bugging, bro. My kid's getting Skechers until their feet stop growing, okay? Like, you're out of your mind. Not until their feet stop growing. But, like, buying an infant $400 shoes, you're an idiot. Your kid doesn't need drip. They don't even understand the concept of drip. Don't buy your kids fancy fucking shit and nice bags and shit that they're going to outgrow or not appreciate. Until they're capable of appreciating it, don't buy them it.
Much? I thought we were rich.
They'll get, no, you know, I'll get them the little Croc attachments. You know, they'll get the little Lightning McQueen stickers and shit they can put on their Crocs. They're getting Crocs, bro. Okay?
Mom gave me a weird look and we left, but I couldn't take the bag off my mind, so I decided to make my own money. I made lemonade stands, mowed lawns, and walked every rich person's dog that needed a run. Even
I remember those days when you were 10 and you thought $10 could get you anything in the world.
Once, twice my size.
I sold lemonade and I made $15 one day.
And it looked somewhat similar. My first day, the entire parking lot was packed. But just then I found a cozy spot in corner. Slowly I made my way in, feeling like a pro, until I heard an awful screeching sound. I'd hit a car and made a huge dent. While I was reeling in shock, calculating the damage, a tall boy stopped and stared at me. Wow, that's as big as the Grand Canyon. Good job. Sarcasm is not helping, dude. Do you have any idea whose car this is? Let me see. Looks like mine. Sure enough, he unlocked the door and tossed his backpack inside.
Oh my god, unfazed. That's the most nonchalant shit ever. Somebody runs into your car, damn. Damn, good job. But I'd be pissed. I'd be like, bro, you fucking hit my car.
My mind went into overdrive. How could he be so indifferent after I dented his very pricey looking car? I'm so sorry. This is totally my fault. I'll make it up to you. Cool. Get it repaired then. I looked at him confused. There was no way I could afford to repair the damages.
The fuck you look confused? I'll make it up to you. Yeah, pay for the fucking car. I looked at him confused. There was no way I could pay for the car. You hit the car, dumbass. You gotta pay for the car. You hit the car, pay for the car. The fuck? What do you mean? Oh, I could repay you. How?
Before I could respond, he inched closer, and I swear he smelled like oranges. Or you could agree to go on a date with me.
Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Oh, brother, the devastating riffs.
Paul, take your time. There's no rush. I'm Caleb, by the way. He was cute, but I'd barely met the guy.
But they run into my car. They run into my still car in a parking lot. Simply never. If you're that bad of a driver to where you fucking ram my car backing in, no. Right? Like, if it was a moving car, yeah, sometimes you'll run into shit, right? Like, you ram my still car, no. Bro's really about to ask her out on a date? Yeah, she's gonna keep denting that shit.
About it hard before saying yes, and later found out that Caleb was freaking rich. His dad owned a multi-million-dollar company.
Damn, that's why you want to be with him? Damn, so you're gonna use him. You're gonna hit his car, not pay for it, and then use him for his money. Ow.
And basically everyone's parents at school worked for his father. He was like a huge deal. Caleb and I went on several dates after that, and I grew to like him. He was a great listener.
Wow, you grew to like him, huh?
And totally grounded. I want to start a business of my own one day, like a super cute fashion line. That sounds ambitious, but I'm sure you'll pull through. I can feel it. A month later, when he asked me to be his girlfriend, he filled my car with roses and a giant stuffed teddy bear. I was happy, but the girls in school just went bonkers. On our first date as a couple, Caleb gifted me an expensive handbag.
Over for that. Over for that. That ain't even his damn money. That's his parents' money. Over for that. Over for that. A fucking Gucci bag? A fucking Gucci bag? Not a Gucci bag, a Gucci bag? Those are even better. No. Bro, I have a kid one day. Hey, Dad, taking a girl out on a date. Can I get her this $3,000 Gucci bag? No, son. You could get her $10 of flowers. No, son. Here's a rose. Here's a rose. Write her a letter. Fuck off. D-Fuel Shaker Cup down below, bottom left, tagged. That's it. Back to the vid.
The original version of my fake one. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, never.
But I can't take this. You're my girlfriend now, and you only deserve the best. Caleb insisted, and I couldn't say no. It was my favorite brand after all. One day after school, Caleb invited me to his place where he lived all by himself, while he swam in.
He's in high school. This shit's straight out of an anime. Bro, dead ass. What do you mean? You live alone in your own house? In your own mansion? You're like 16. You ain't living alone.
In his private pool, I sketched new fashion designs in my journal. What do you think? Very chic. You know you don't have to work, right? I'll have more than enough money to support us.
Oh.
I know, but this is my dream, and I want to do this for myself. Whatever floats your boat, love. Just remember, I'll always be there for you. That summer, I decided to take a business class at a local community college.
Someone said he's ugly. It's an animated fucking video. What are you, you're judging the attractiveness of a fucking stick figure?
I was by far the youngest one there. Not that I cared. I belonged there.
Oh, God.
I was busy concentrating on what the professor was saying when a heavy voice interrupted me. So, Professor, you know all this from your successful businesses? I turned around to see a cute guy in the back corner, leaning in his chair with his feet propped
Isn't that her fucking boyfriend?
up on the desk. Excuse me? I'm just saying, if you knew anything about marketing, you wouldn't be teaching. They went back and forth
No, that is kind of facts, though. That is kind of facts, though. I always think about that. Like marketing professors. I'm so sorry, bro. I took a marketing class in college. I was like, why are you? No, that's like so facts though. Like, you're a marketing professor. Why are you teaching me how to market, right? Like you're like, if you were amazing at marketing, you could like just go into a marketing job. Like any other college profession, I get it, but like marketing specifically and a lot of business-esque classes. Like maybe when they're older, I get it, but like a young marketing professor, I'm like, why are you teaching? Like, you could make more doing marketing.
And angrier while the boy remained calm. I couldn't believe how rude he was, but I had to agree. He wasn't entirely wrong. After class, I decided to grab lunch at the college dining hall. I was finishing a sketch in my journal when that rude boy came behind me in line. Is that meant for a unicorn?
Is that supposed to be the same guy?
Excuse me? So now you're a PhD in designing too? That's designing? Let me show you something. Listen, I don't know what your deal is, but you cannot insult. Before I could finish, he pulled out his phone and showed me a clothing website filled with plain black t-shirts, and they were listed at over $100 each.
Nah, but it says Supreme on it. No, bro, but it says, but it says Supreme on it though, bro. Nah, dude, it says Supreme on it though. That makes it pretty good. Nah, that makes it pretty valuable, though. Nah, but like, but like these plain black t-shirts, bro, Yee made them. Nah, but like, bro, Yee made these. Like, these are Yee's black t-shirts, bro. Like, $100? Bro, like, I know it says Gildan, and then he crossed it over and put Yee. But like, come on, man, bro. Like, trust me, bro. These are, like, the quality of this product is, like, way better than anything else.
This is my business. These boring black tees, you could get these anywhere.
Yeah, and he probably makes $1 million a day, bro.
Few apps and showed me his bank statements. The number almost made me fall backwards. How could this guy be making thousands of dollars selling regular old t-shirts?
Because people are stupid. No, like, I understand brand value, right? Like, I'm not gonna shit on you if you buy like Supreme shirts or Gucci or Nike or whatever, like, because like, well, Nike ain't that expensive. It's just like a common brand, right? But like, they're like, I understand that. Like, I'll buy nice shirts that are just plain. But like, sitting there and buying like a $200 pair of jeans that look like a regular pair of jeans because they're made by the same fucking company that makes good products or something, like, come on, man. Like it's the same fucking material. It's just the company on the inside, which you can't even see.
I don't get it. Why are you even taking classes? What can I say? I'm a sucker for knowledge. You're crazy. Actually, I'm Eric, and you need a better teacher. Someone who knows how to make big bucks in real life and not some loser professor. He went on to cut me in line and buy the cheapest thing on the menu. For a while, I avoided Eric like the plague. I didn't want my work associated with him, but the more I researched about his business, the more I realized I needed his expertise. He could sell t-shirts just from the hype alone. So that following week, I put my pride aside and asked him to tutor me. Little did I know, it would turn out to be my biggest mistake. He talked way too fast and laughed at all my questions. He even made me work the customer service line for his business to understand how businesses work. I complained about Eric to—
Oh no. Is that bad? That's not even that fucked. Oh no, he gave you on-hand experience on selling products. How rude of him.
Caleb all day. He's so rude and mean. I don't even know how to deal with him. Drop his classes then. I can't do that. He's good at what he does, and I can genuinely learn so much from him. Then take his attitude with a pinch of salt. Anyway, I have something that'll cheer you up. I want you to meet my parents. I was shocked. I only ever saw his dad on—
You want me to meet your family like any other regular fucking boyfriend or girlfriend would do? What the fuck?
On billboards or on TV commercials. Being nervous was an understatement.
You want me to meet a person?
We met them at an expensive Italian restaurant in town the next week. His dad stood up to shake my hand, but when I looked over his shoulder, I saw none other than my tutor sitting at the same table.
Oh my fucking God. It's the older brother. It's the older fucking brother.
You must be Emma. We've heard great things. Just then, Caleb saw Eric too, and he seemed mad. What are you doing here? Not even a hello, brother? Brother? My head
what the fuck is that animation?
spun in a million circles. Eric and Caleb? Brothers? Caleb looked ready to fight him until their father got in between them. I invited him here, son. He's still family. Caleb backed off, but I was still in shock. And to make matters worse, Eric pretended he'd never met me. Caleb's parents ordered me all kinds of delicious courses, but I couldn't find the stomach to eat anything. And after dinner, Caleb took me straight home and angrily drove off without saying goodbye. During our next tutoring session, I was still fuming when Eric walked up. Why didn't you tell me about your family? You never asked. And besides, I didn't think we're that close. What do you mean? You're related to my boyfriend and you... Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. You're not really his type, to be honest. That's not the point. I can't deal with this. I'm leaving. Wait, Emma, I'm sorry. I was just being a jerk. I calmed down as Eric spoke that
is this a real story? This seems like the dumbest shit ever.
Been estranged from his family for 2 years because he refused to take over the family business. His clothing line was a result of wanting to prove he could make something successful without being connected to them.
W innovation. This kid's cool. Better than the other brother. W innovation. W innovation. W brother. Kinda cocky. Proved his parents wrong though. Big dub.
Of me understood. I still wanted to pursue my clothing line dream, even though Caleb said I didn't have to. When I told Eric, he didn't laugh, but he seemed impressed.
Oh,
Take out your
she about to get with the brother? She about to get with the older brother? Nah.
Peter, you're making a website today. Eric helped me create my website from scratch.
She about to cheat with the fucking sibling.
As usual,
that's crazy.
Super fast, and I scrambled to keep up. But when I looked in my laptop reflection and saw him laugh, he looked different to me. Almost attractive. Snap out of it, Emma. He's your boyfriend's brother. My website was good, but for the first few days, I didn't get many orders. But I didn't lose hope.
She got with the older brother, or the younger brother, because he was rich. Now she about to skip on him for the older brother. That shit is crazy.
Continued sketching and building my brand. I worked on them for days until one night I got a call from Caleb and he sounded a bit off. Want to talk about it? Not really, but I have a surprise for you. Caleb told me that he'd put my name in a small fashion show for new designers. I couldn't believe it. Oh, you really shouldn't have. Yes, I should, and yes, I will. I've decided to be more supportive of your dream.
Yeah, she already got with the older brother, though. She already got with the older brother, though, so it don't even matter. At this point, it's over. GG's.
Thank you. I was over the moon that day, but when I told
and then what do you do, right? Like, you cheat on the younger brother with the older brother. You can't stay with the older brother. And that's going to ruin their family relationship, too.
Eric,
It's also an L brother if he gets with her. Like, that's nuts.
Sound as impressed. It's just a small show. Yeah, but it's big for me. And maybe after this, I might actually get some customers. You will come to the show, won't you? You're inviting me? Well, you've helped me get this far. It would be rude of me not to. When the day came, I peered at the audience behind the curtain. I was blown away to see Eric sitting in the back row. I was glad he showed up. Too glad.
Nah! Yo, she didn't even give a fuck her boyfriend did this all for her. She cared about the older brother. That is fake as hell.
Glad he showed up. Too glad to admit. Once my models were ready, they were off strutting down the catwalk wearing my designs. Surprisingly, the audience went crazy.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Have you ever seen a fashion show? They fucking sit there, silent, and clap. They're not screeching like it's a fucking sports festival.
Walked out and bowed with the last model, and then jumped into Caleb's arms. Behind his shoulder, Eric was watching, and he looked irritated. By the time I made my way to the back of the room, Eric was gone. The show had tremendously boosted my sales. Caleb invited me to his
64 sales. Oh my god.
We'll be there. Sorry. Why do you hate him so much? He's a total jerk. Anyone would kill to get my father's business. but he would rather do his own thing. Whatever. Joke's on him. I get the business now. Caleb's words didn't sit right with me, but I kept it to myself. We got to his mansion, and my eyes instantly started searching for Eric, but he didn't show up. We were halfway into the party when Eric strode through the door with a girl. Guess I wasn't missed.
Oh my God, Eric had another girl? Even though I was clearly into him. Even though I am dating his brother, he had the audacity to come in with another woman.
Mom, Dad, this is Angelica. My stomach turned. Since when did Eric have a girlfriend?
Oh my God, I felt betrayed.
The looks on everyone's faces, they were thinking the same thing. Angelica's a model from New York. She has her own beauty brand. The more I watched them interact, the more I felt sick. It didn't make sense to me why I cared so much.
Oh my God, this girl could go fuck herself. Literally, like, I don't feel bad at all. I don't feel bad. Bro, she's mad that her boyfriend's brother has a girlfriend.
Care for different reasons. That's so typical. Inviting people without asking Dad? Ugh, spare me for not being Dad's little saint. Suddenly, Caleb's dad flew into a rage, making Eric's date shrink away from the scene.
That's enough, Eric. If you don't want to be part of this family, then stay out.
Gladly, Father. Gladly. He turned and left the party. I found myself following
That's
him.
kind of Sigma male shit, though. All right, Dad, I'm going to be more successful than you without your fucking help. Immediately rises. Oh, fuck. Dude, that's Sigma male shit. That's like anime. That's literally anime movie stuff.
Eric, wait. I'm sure he didn't mean it.
And you've known them for what, a week? Now you're an expert?
I looked into his eyes and saw there was pain there, even though he tried to hide it. You do care. You act like you don't, but you do. His face was so tense, I thought he would snap. Instead, he sighed and turned away.
Just leave me alone.
Listen, I need to... As I rushed behind Eric, my toe caught on a bump in the sidewalk and the ground rushed up to me. When I sat up, my ankle was throbbing, and Eric swooped me up in his arms. As he carried me back, I couldn't stop myself from falling for him. I knew that...
Yo, if this ain't the fucking dumbest goddamn video I have ever seen in my entire life. I fell over and he swooped me up like a prince. You fucking tripped. You fucking tripped. And he helped you up. Oh my God. How valiant of him.
This was wrong. I was with Caleb, but Eric was so much kinder and helpful and sort of a jerk.
Yo, he ain't even into you, though. How the hell is the title of the video? Turns out my boyfriend is faker than my Gucci bag. You're the one that's fake.
But he was always there when I needed him. After that day, I decided to keep my distance from Eric. Caleb was my boyfriend, and I couldn't betray him. I spent my days working on making my business better, and one day, my brand ended up exploding all over social media. I had to investigate, so I went online and did some online digging. The root of it, I discovered, was none other than Eric's site where he'd promoted my line. He also left me an email in my inbox.
I know you don't want any boosts or freebies, but us entrepreneurs have to stick together. Enjoy the extra press. You've worked hard and you deserve it. Sincerely, your tutor.
I wanted to find him and thank him, but Caleb told me he was leaving the country to open up a store in England, and he was taking off that night.
Good riddance.
You don't care that you'll never see your own brother again?
Not really, no. But why do you care so much?
I don't...
Facts! Facts! Why do you care?
I was just...
Wait, please, don't tell me you have feelings for my brother. You do, don't you?
Before I could say anything, Caleb snapped.
After I supported your dumb business, you went behind my back and cheated on me with my brother?
Caleb... I didn't cheat on you.
Yo, but you were about to. You were about to, though. You thought about it.
Smothered all over your face. Dad was right about you. You're classless and...
Shut up. You're the worst, Caleb. I had no idea you thought so low of me. But I'm glad you told me now. And by the way, eat bugs.
Eat bugs. Eat bugs. Yeah, what a dumbass fucking comeback is that?
You're done. I was horrified with how mean Caleb was. And after that day, I broke all ties with him. I tried calling Eric multiple times, but he never returned my call. So, I guess
maybe because he wasn't into you.
that was done too. Some months later, I opened up a popular boutique in the city, keeping Eric's note at the bottom of my register. I tried to keep my mind off him as best as I could, and decorated my office with selfies of my parents enjoying their vacation in Greece. One night, just as I was closing the boutique,
You decorated your apartment with pictures of your parents on vacation? A bit weird.
I heard a voice behind me. Does this come in amends? Eric! I rushed and hugged him tight.
That's a reaction I could live for. Now tell me, do you have a size larger? I ate too many
Yo,
burgers.
that looks like the ugliest fucking t-shirt I've ever seen in my entire life. That literally looks like it's patched together with fucking rags.
In England.
Taking the shirt he was holding, I went into the back room and found a large for him to try on. He
so
too
ugly.
handed me
That
one
is
of
so fucking ugly. Oh my god.
his overpriced t-shirts. How is it?
I feel like a unicorn. What about yours?
Oh, you know.
Oh my
feels
god.
like a
I
regular
would never wear that.
old t-shirt. Laughing, he grabbed my shirt and pulled me in for a kiss.
Yo, what are the comments like on this shit? The way she treated Caleb like a bad person and gaslighted him, and treated Eric like a second choice. Facts, boo. Facts, boo. The audacity of Emma saying Caleb's the worst one while he supported her was calm when she... What? Was calm when she crashed his car and was kind to her. Facts. You eat. The audacity of this girl to call Caleb worst when she's actually the one being worse. Facts. Caleb is calm and is calm about Emma wrecking his car. Wait, and then I just fucking backfaced on that. Jesus Christ. All right, I'm leaving this video. Yellow for the 300 bits. Caleb got no riz. Caleb got no riz. I think she was the one in the wrong here. I mean, he dissed her at the end, which was a bit fucked up. Like, L Caleb for that. But, like, bro, she literally thought about cheating on her boyfriend with her boyfriend's brother. The entire video. Coachella is the worst.
The Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Coming to Sundown because today we're going to talk about one of the biggest music festivals of the year. Coachella, baby. Oh yeah.
Ass. No, it's not ass. It was fun, but like it was ass. How do I put this into terms? Is Coachella worth the money? Never in a million years. Never in a million years. You could go to so many other concerts that are way cheaper and way more fun. Is it fun? Yes. Did I have fun? Yes. Was it worth, $12,000? Fuck no. It's the most overhyped influencer-packed event you'll ever fucking go to in your life. VIP tickets, you're not even close to the fucking stage. Doesn't even matter. You're still in a packed area because they sell thousands of fucking VIP tickets.
Look at that sick Coachella montage.
I'm gonna rant about it so much.
Coachella, a place where all the biggest artists pile into a massive venue for 2 weekends of non-stop performances. Coachella has cemented itself as the ultimate supplier of FOMO, fear of missing out.
Bro, here's the thing, though, is so many of the people that film themselves at Coachella going, yeah, woo! Stand around right after, right when the video cuts, it's literally LARPing. Like, no one, bro, all the influencers are LARPing. There's people that actually pull up that are, like, there and, like, fucking rage and take drugs and weird shit. And it's, like, kind of like a music festival to them. But even then, I'm like, how are they reasoning that this is, like, worth it? Because it's just, like, there's so many other music festivals that have big artists. Maybe not as big as Coachella, but they're, like, 1/10 their price.
Desperate to make content, or music fans who want to see their favorite artists, it's truly absurd the lengths people will go to attend this event. Nick, have you gone to Coachella before?
I've gone twice, baby.
Was it actually worth it?
The first time was. I saw like 30 bands when I was there. And then the next year, I literally think I only saw like 2 concerts a day.
Don't you have to camp out there and stuff?
Yeah, we did the camping.
Well, here's the problem is it's almost like less is better. You know when you go to a restaurant and there's like 10 menu items, and you're like, oh, I just have to pick one of these. And then you go to a Cheesecake Factory, and there's 45 pages of different food. That's the same vibe, right? Like, if you go to Coachella, there's 100 music artists, and 3 of them that you want to see are performing in overlapping time segments. So, like, you're literally picking who you want to see, or you're forcing yourself to, like, watch half of a concert and then run half a mile to the other one and watch the rest. Like, that's because everything, they have to spread it out. So there's like 9 different stages, 10 different stages. Some are inside, some are outside, most are outside. And so, you know, you might be at like Yuma. Let me pull up a map of Coachella to make it easier. I went in 25. I did not go this year. So obviously the map probably looks a little bit different. But say you're at Sahara down here, and you're watching like one of your favorite rappers. But on the Coachella stage, Sabrina Carpenter's performing, you know? And then all the way over in Gobi, Juiced is performing. And they're all performing at the same time. Say the rapper starts at 6:30, Juice starts at 6:45, and Sabrina starts at 7:15. They're all performing for an hour and a half. So you're like bouncing around just trying to get like samples of each artist. And it's like you either full commit to one and just get FOMO about the other ones, or you get like a half experience of all 3. Like, you can't see everybody. You just can't. And it's also the worst venue ever because it's in the middle of the desert. It's hot as fuck. This year it wasn't. When I went, it was like 100 degrees outside. So that's the problem. It's like you go hype. Like, I genuinely believe that the best place in my mind to hold a concert is somewhere where it's cold, right? You wear more layers. As you're hype and moving around, you take them off, you know? Like, when they hold concerts at like ski resorts and shit, bro, that's awesome. Because it's cold as fuck, and then you get hotter, you take your clothes off. When it's fucking 100 degrees outside, and you're already walking around all day, you're sunburnt to shit, and you're trying to wear like a cool outfit because it's Coachella, you know, and you have to be LARPing. So it's like, at the end of the day, you're just fucking burnt, you know? Go to the doctor. It doesn't matter if you're young. You should be getting yearly checkups. You should be going to the dentist. You should be going to the dermatologist. You should be going to your general doctor, your GP. I know it's hard to find doctors at times, and it can be a real pain to schedule appointments, but it's better to catch problems early rather than later, and it feels a lot more comforting to know that you have no problems. And that's where ZocDoc, the sponsor of today's video, makes your life a whole lot easier. I actually use ZocDoc to search for allergists before I knew I had alpha-gal. It can be a real pain to schedule a doctor's appointment. You're calling, you're getting put on hold, you're playing phone tag, you end up getting an appointment 6 months down the line, and you're like, what is happening? ZocDoc makes that easier. With ZocDoc, all you gotta do is put in what type of doctor you're trying to see, your area, your insurance information, and they immediately set you up with a list of doctors, areas, and appointments that you're able to easily funnel through to see who you want to go to and when. They have over 150,000 providers, over 200 plus different specialties across all 50 states. And you can do it from the comfort of your own phone. It's also free to use. And I know it may seem small, but just clicking the link in the description is the first step towards prioritizing your health. Taking care of your health just got easier. Head to ZocDoc.com/Bartolozzi to get started and check that appointment off your to-do list. Thank you to ZocDoc for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it.
This is especially strange considering that every year there are horror stories from attendees that paint.
Oh, don't park, dude. But it's like they upprice, it's like any other fucking festival or convention or anything. Like in TwitchCon or, you know, the Super Bowl, or any other fucking event, they skyrocket hotel prices and shit because they know people there's a high demand. So the supplies lower the high demand, they fucking hike prices. You know, and they premeditatively do that because they know Coachella's coming. But the car shit's the worst, man. People will be in traffic for like 7 hours trying to fucking get their camping spot. And then they'll set up dude, the stupidest shit is like, they'll rent like 9 car spots and actually set up a tent that's the size of a house for 3 days and then take it down.
It's maybe not as bad as like Burning Man, but it still has like a taste.
I feel like Burning Man, okay, well, Burning Man, there's people that like fucking tweak on drugs and run around naked. But like, I actually feel like Burning Man would be like more of a experience. Like, when you're at Burning Man, you're like, I get why we're in the middle of the desert. You know, I understand. We're at Burning Man. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Then you're in Coachella Valley, and fish and chips at a shitty restaurant is $35, and you're like, this city sucks. The city of Coachella is ass. That place blows. I don't know why anyone would live there.
To get pretty crazy after all, when you put thousands of drug-filled concert goers and influencers like James Charles, remember that James Charles picture where his ass was out? Can you imagine being at a concert where James Charles is lurking around?
I will say it was weird. I didn't see James Charles when I went, but I was just like I was in the same vicinity as Machine Gun Kelly, fucking Liam from what? Not Liam. Is it Liam? Or is Liam the one that died? No, Liam died. Oh my God. Rip. Who was it? Not Niall. One Direction members. Louis. I was next to Louis. He's like 5'6". Saw Charlie D'Amelio. I felt like I was in a fever dream, man. I was like, what?
Spooky man. Yeah, that's what the locals say. The spooky man is spooky.
So many TikTokers. I was like, what? I saw Sam and Colby, or one of them. I don't remember which. I think it might have been Sam. And it's also like such a weird, dude, it feels like there's a paywall to everything at Coachella. Like, we had VIP tickets, so there's like general admission, all that area. It's most of the venues general admission. Then there's like VIP spots where you could get like drinks quicker, and there's like better food, but it's still like $80 for fucking food. And in the VIP section, you're still standing in line for fucking 10 minutes to get a drink, 15 minutes to get a drink. They don't serve shots. They only have light drinks. And it's like canned beer for, you get a fucking Heineken for fucking $20. Anyways, vodka Red Bull, $32. But guess what? They have Aperol Spritz stands. Woo! Woo! Oh, I love the taste of grapefruit and fucking bitterness in my mouth when I'm in 100 degrees and I'm dying of dehydration. Let me drink something that makes me feel like I'm a raisin. They have an Aperol Spritz stand. Woo! How fancy. Some stupid shit like that. And then in the VIP section, they have walled sections for like parties. Like they had a YouTube party or some shit. And there's like a walled section. And then outside of that, there's other parties outside of the venue that matter more than the fucking venue itself. And they have other performances there, and you need to get invites for them. And I was like, oh, could I get invited? And my manager's like, no, you have to do a shout out for this company to get invited because they have tickets. Guess what, buddy? Whoop! Whoop! I'm not going to go to that. I'm not about to shout out your stupid fucking company so I can get a ticket to a party. What is this? Dystopian ass shit. No. It's like you're in or you're out. Why do I gotta fucking do an ad so I can get into a party?
The Shadow Man.
Hell no.
That's what they call James Charles. They call James Charles.
So I could walk up and be like, yeah, I'm on the list.
The Shadow Man. All you see is a giant silhouette of like huge fucking big ass lips and a giant ass. Hi, sisters! Ah! Yeah. So, let's explore the insanity that is Coachella. The first Coachella Festival began in 1999 because its founders wanted a place to celebrate music, art, and culture similar to that of the Glastonbury Festival in the UK. I also wonder if it's also because of the Woodstock resurgence in the 90s too.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Because there was a lot of, and then the Woodstock 99, I'm pretty sure that's where people died.
Oh, God.
The lineup of the inaugural event consisted of artists like Tool and Rage Against the Machine, and attendees would spend as little as $50 for both admission and parking. They'd either
$50? Yeah, now it's like fucking $3,000.
Pay for a cheap nearby hotel to stay at during the event, or simply sleep in their cars to save a couple bucks. The venue was much smaller than it is today, but the shows were much more intimate. And people have fond memories of the earlier years where the venue was not densely packed and people could appreciate the music without social media interfering. It's kind of I feel like people go there just to get pictures now.
It's for the gram now.
I just feel myself drunk inside of a fucking porta potty.
And bless anybody using one of these during the day. Post it up. Coachella porta potty.
Bro, also you hear the fucking porta potty shaking. The fucking the stage, I think it was Yuma. I don't remember the name. I think it was Yuma tent, was like actually a football field away. and the porta potty's shaking. Unless you have a private driver or you actually drove there, which you're probably not driving there because everybody's getting drunk. So it's like, you don't want to fucking drunk drive back. You also didn't rent a car. You're in the middle of fucking Coachella. When you leave, like all the biggest main artists, like Sabrina Carpenter, Justin Bieber, or like the other years, it was like Lady Gaga and fucking Green Day and shit. Like they're performing late at night. Like they're the last people, like Post Malone. And they're performing at like 11 and they're done at like 12:31. When you walk out of, you like to even get into the fucking area, you're walking like a mile. Like you get dropped off, you have to walk a mile, and now you're in the venue. And so when you leave, you have to walk a mile out, and you're going around these dirt tracks that's kicking up dust, you're fucking sneezing. You get to the Uber lot, and all of the Ubers are either already booked or there's guys standing out front, and they'll go, I'll drive you. I'll drive you. I drive you. And you go, okay. Oh, my car right over here. How much? $600. Buddy, I make good money, and I'm not paying your bitch ass $600 to drive me 3 fucking miles to my hotel, right? You could go fist yourself. And so you call an Uber, and the line's like 9 miles long, right? The Uber line, all the Ubers that are there are already booked by other people that are like walking to them, right? Because you're never going to get that one. Like people like reserve these Ubers. They show up like fucking hours early, and they always want to charge you more. So, like, if you order an Uber, the Uber's in line 2 miles down the road. So it's just like, we literally just leave, and we're walking down these closed roads. I get picked up at a church.
Let's go there to get your pictures. Once again, show the James Charles pictures. That's the pictures you're getting. The Shadow Man's lurking, waiting for a camera to be on him.
You gotta take a picture at the Ferris wheel. It's the Coachella Ferris wheel, man.
Oh, is that like a?
I'm pretty sure I have a picture where I'm standing out in front with it, but.
Were you shirtless?
Why are his, oh my God, they were blurred. I was gonna say his nipples are huge.
I was shirtless, yeah.
That was back when you were.
When I was, good.
Yeah, you had your pecs and your abs. You were definitely showboating. Were you peacocking a little bit to see if a girl would? Yeah, well, why not? I'm at Coachella. You know what I mean? Sometimes the cucumber tastes better pickled. People felt like Coachella was all about celebrating music without alienating fans who didn't want to drop $150 to go to festivals like Woodstock at the time. And in fact, this made Coachella a counterculture event that gained a lot of respect in the early days. And over time, ticket sales went up. And it began...
And it literally became what it was made to be against.
Actually making a profit. And this allowed its organizers to book larger artists with much more variety, as well as massively expand the venue space. And by 2012, the event now extended to a span of 2 full weekends, and ticket prices started to rise farther than what the average person was willing to pay. And the lineup started to expand from alternative and indie rock to things like hip-hop, electronic...
And the ticket's like the least expensive part of it, because you're paying for the ticket, which is like, you know, base, if you're doing general admission, yeah, like $700, maybe more, like $1,000, $2,000 if you're doing VIP, $1,500. You have to find a place to stay, and you're there for like 4 days, so the hotel's probably going to be like $3,000 if you're doing a hotel, unless you're doing like a drive-in tent situation. If you live in Cali and you could bring your car there, food, drink, shit like that, that's like already alone going to be another $2,000 if you're eating there. And it's just like, you're just constantly spending money. Ubers as well are just fucking expensive.
And pop music. And throughout Coachella's history, art was also a big focus on the event. Instead of simple art installations scattered throughout the venue, you could now see massive pieces designed by well-known artists.
I walked up this shit, air conditioned, best part of it. You literally walk for like 5 minutes to the top, and then you go, sick. Walk all the way back down.
Around this time, fashion was also starting to become a big aspect of the event too. No longer did people just wear casual clothing like band t-shirts. People today compare it to the Met Gala in the sense that the outfits seen during the event would literally shape fashion trends. This is all to say that Coachella had a whole culture surrounding it, one that slowly morphed into something way different than what it once was. This video is sponsored by our partners. While it's normal for events to grow and change over time, many who attended Coachella in earlier years started to hate how mainstream the festival was becoming, which is bound to happen, Nick.
Yeah, that's popularity.
Once it becomes popular, it's not cool anymore. I used to pay $50. It's also that was 15 years ago.
I paid, I think, $450 for my tickets.
Damn.
That's not including the parking.
So this is just to get into
the festival. That's just to get in, but that's all 3 days, and that's why like the first time I was like, oh, it's worth it, because if you think about it, it's $150 a day. I saw like 10 bands a day.
I mean, if you save up for like a whole fucking year or whatever,
it's
I mean,
just
like,
so crowded now.
I mean,
Dude, you just gotta get drunk before, too. Or, like, fucking take drugs before you walk in, man. Like, that's literally the vibe, because you walk up, they're like, hi, what can I get you? Can I get a vodka Red Bull? A double or single? Double. All right, that'll be $42. Staring at you as you're choosing tip.
I can't even imagine. I mean, I almost refuse to go to shows.
Working at Coachella has got to be a gig, brother. Holy. You're a bartender at Coachella? Yo, you're making a fucking $3,000 paycheck in 3 days.
Those that have, like, if it's more than 800 people, yeah, I'm really not going. Honestly, I'm not gonna go. One of the worst things that come from Coachella's mainstream appeal was that it became an experience rather than a music festival. It was less about music and more of a status symbol gained from going to the cool, popular event of the year. That's just gonna happen though too. You know, once it becomes a cultural thing, especially with the fashion stuff, it's a different kind of cosplay almost, is what it seems like. It's like, oh, we're going and we're doing like the most absurd, impractical outfits that are just so we can take pictures, and like that's the event. I don't really give a fuck about the music. I just want to go and experience that kind of thing, which is also, I mean, in a way, I have respect for that.
It's your time.
Bro, I don't know. I remember when we were walking, and at some point I was so hot I just took my shirt off, and I was wearing just like regular fucking like jean shorts and shoes, and I saw some other dude in just like sunglasses, like gym shorts, and in like Adidas sneakers, and I was like, this guy knows what's going on, you know? Like some days I was wearing an outfit, but I was like, yo, it's actually just better to just pull up and like rant, like comfy shit, man. Just show up.
Money, you can do whatever you want.
Oh, of course. But I'm just saying that if it is this like multicultural, like it isn't just music, it's about art. I think what becomes annoying though is that if you slice up the pie too many times, you have like, okay, well, this portion of people are just here for fashion, this portion of people are here just for music. If you're trying to go see a band, but
nah, the people that are there just like it's the vibe, bro. Coachella map. The people that fucking show up and only go to like this one tent. Yo, if they're just at Do Lab the whole day, they're on fucking drugs and they're there to just enjoy the event. If somebody's just posted up by Coachella and outdoor, mainstream. Coachella outdoor, they're just sitting by the VIP section the whole time. Like, that's what it is. Like, there's some people that literally just don't leave, like, Yuma tent and they just listen to rave music for fucking 6 hours.
But like nobody gives a fuck about it. You're fucking with everybody's experience. Then I think the experience becomes too divided. While the festival is an impressive commercial success, in many ways it has lost its luster. The event is no longer something that anyone can afford. For example, a 3-day pass can now cost up to $650. And like with anything nowadays, scalpers are always there to drive up the prices of tickets purchased at the last second. This year, scalpers made massive profits selling weekend
$4,000. And that many people still bought that shit?
Tickets for $4,000 to $5,000 after the event had sold out. And Coachella now offers access to special, luxurious accommodations like their Safari Campground, which can cost as much as $12,000 to rent.
Bro, $12,000 to stay in an unair-conditioned tent. Like, what are we doing? Dude, it's really the 12 grand, chat. It's for the convenience. Because even if you get a private driver and you have a hotel, it's just so much easier to get done and then just walk out of the event into your tent, pass out.
Just give you a tent and maybe a coconut tree. Or something, you know, whatever, or a tiger plushie. There's an option to rent on Airbnb, but the prices are straight up demented. Properties in the area will shoot up thousands of dollars during.
I mean, yeah, the influencers that are buying Airbnb, like we stayed at like some fucking like 12-room fucking hotel, dude. That's where we stayed. And we walked to breakfast every day. It was awesome. But like, it was still expensive. But the influencers that are renting out Airbnbs, I mean, you're spending probably like $20K on an Airbnb for 3 days, 4 days, but you get like 9 people and split it.
In the event because they know someone will eventually end up booking them. And those who can't afford this will simply pay for a small patch of land in order to park their car and camp out. If you thought,
come with me to set up my Coachella tent. So first, we got this bright blue, beautiful tent. And I also have a miniature Yeti gallon water bottle to hold my water and potentially pee if I don't want to go to the communal bathrooms. I put that in the corner. Got to remember which is to drink and which is to pee and whether or not there's water or piss in it. Anyways, outside of that, we also have a little mini burner in case I want to cook myself a little snack at night. We have a little ice cooler here with some steaks and other raw foods, but we're running low on ice because we're in the middle of the desert, so we got to eat it before it goes bad.
There is a whole culture behind car camping online where people show off their insanely elaborate setup.
Like, bro, we really set up a portable, bro, like, oh my God. Like, we have a
behind
a weird, like, space light thing.
Car camping online
projector
where people show off their insanely elaborate setups. Some people will spend well over a month planning the layout and ordering the things they need. And one influencer showing off his room tour included things like fake houseplants, a clothing rack, a decorative...
And this shit's just for social media, bro.
Knickknacks, and even a director's chair for some reason. I remember seeing this. Guy got a lot of hate.
Yeah. I mean, it's LARPing. Like, why? It's not even, like, you're LARPing doing nothing. Like, nobody actually does that.
Get it? It's fucking stupid. It feels like that's like a very performative kind of thing.
I equate it to the refrigerator videos where it's just like people have like all these little containers for their tiny sodas and juices.
Those are satisfying videos, though. I mean, every time I see...
And I think that's sick, too. Imagine having, like, whenever I watch those refrigerator videos, I'm like, yeah, that'd be awesome to have a fridge like that. Just stock full of, like, 80 different types of drinks. It's like you're at a fucking gas station. You just pick what you want.
And I'm like, I gotta try that out, actually. Be a nightmare to organize, though. This feels like an extension of the fashion trend to me. It feels like it's a part of that performative kind of like, well, yes, like I'm dressed here, I'm ready, and also this is my tent. Look how elaborate and like weird it is. You know, it feels like it fits into that same culture.
Dude, and it's just like not like all I'm thinking is you just spent 4 hours putting this together, and then when you're hungover as hell Monday morning after the concert on Sunday, you have to take it all down. You have to fucking put everything away.
Culture for me, I don't know why.
Which, to be fair, if you're trying to get some sniz,
dude, if I'm trying to get some pussy and I bring him,
leave it there. Yeah, that'll go well.
Back to this amazing oasis. You think they're gonna be happy?
She's gonna be like, oh, yeah, someone's got the safari hut. You should check out my safari hut back in the game.
Do you think this is good? Got the whole fucking set of Jumanji over here, dude. Are you kidding me? Come on back. For many, it's less about the utility and more about the aesthetic and the content that can be made with it. The absurd prices extend to the food as well, and people often post their insane food expenses, like one attendee showing off a plate of tacos and nachos that cost
$102.
$102, and we're...
My God, that's like normal, though. That's like normal for there. Like, I remember when me and Brooke went, we got like, it was like lunch or some shit there. We got like chicken tenders and fries. And it was like $68 or something.
Cold.
For like two, so it was like $34 each.
Touch. Others revealed that they paid over $20 for a simple cocktail and $17 for a small cup of lemonade. And regardless...
Dude, I would just get the double vodka margarita. Or not vodka. I would get double tequila margarita or like the double vodka Red Bulls. And I would just slam those.
Coachella still sells like crazy, and people will gladly drop a small fortune over the course of the weekend. Yeah, no shit. I don't know. People who complain about that stuff, they're like, yeah, but I mean, it's $100 for nachos.
I never understand when an influencer, like, I'm going to sit there and be like, it's overpriced, but I paid like VIP and then also what was there. Like, I paid as little as I could, you know? I hate when people are like, I just spent $98,000 on Coachella. Are you freaking kidding me? You chose to do that, right? You bought 4 VIP passes, got into like 9 after parties, fucking rented out an Airbnb for $35 grand. It's like, that's your fault. Like, Coachella's expensive, but like, you could probably get like lowest VIP. You could get like 2 tickets if you get them not up priced, you know, from some scalper and like a tent or some shit. Like, you could spend like $8 grand for 2 people, which is still crazy though.
Like, why are you ordering it? What do you expect? It's like going to the airport and being like, can you believe these prices?
Or you kind of get trapped if you...
Sophie Rain, didn't Sophie Rain say she spent like $200K though?
You could do car camping because you cannot...
I gotta look that up. Sophie Rain said she spent $193,845 on a 3-day Coachella trip for her friends and herself. It was an $83,000 Airbnb for 3 days. For 3 days. Maybe 4 nights. 4 nights. Thursday through Sunday. $20,000 a day. $67,000 for 12 artist passes and $37,000 for a private jet. Okay, well, she spent $193K to bring 12 people to full access Coachella. And she also makes like $80 million a year. So that's like not a lot of money. That's like not a lot of money for her.
Yeah.
Which, granted, if you're camping, you should bring food.
Well, why didn't you bring food? Yeah. I mean, it's like just bring a bunch of fucking bologna and cheese sandwiches. You know what I mean? Why not? If this all sounds far too expensive, don't worry, because now people are signing up for payment plans in order to pay off the insane ticket prices and smaller
No, just don't go. Don't go. If you are putting yourself on a fucking Klarna, like, pay later shit, like, yo, you should not be going to Coachella if you're doing installments for a year.
installments. In 2020,
or 6 months.
Reports showed that 60% of attendees, around 80,000 people, utilized this to afford their ticket. Many people.
What? Yo, you're paying that shit off on Christmas.
People literally take on this payment plan with zero guarantee that they'll be able to pay off every month. And on the Coachella subreddit, one woman titled a post, quote, "Hey, Coachella fam, I need help." And she explained, "Hey, Coachella fam, I need help." And it explains how she needs someone from the community to lend her $272, quote, in the...
I'm sorry if this is not allowed on here. I just don't know what else to do. I found out I missed a payment and got an email saying if I not paid by today by 5 p.m. PST, so 3 hours, I lose my order. I tried live chat, but they said I can only notate my account and can't guarantee it won't be canceled. I don't get paid until Tuesday. It's just over $272 for my payment. Is anybody here able to help me out till Tuesday? Or anybody give me some advice on how I can delay payment? If anybody here can help, I can just verify myself however you need. Show you my pay stubs and direct deposit proof. This has just been a rough couple of months financially, and I'm going to cry if this order gets canceled this close to being paid. Please help, fam. Like, I get she's in a rough financial spot, and, like, that's sucky, and I do feel bad about that. But it's also, like, bro, like, it's really, like, just, like, you shouldn't be going to Coachella if you have to do, like, if you're putting yourself in this much of a financial struggle where you actually don't have the money. Like, that's what this is. This is, like, I don't have rent money, right? Like, I can't pay anything.
To lend her $272, quote, in the spirit of Coachella, because the charge...
Like, I don't have $272 to my name to pay for this. What or why are we going?
Charge is coming in just days before she gets paid from her job. E-bagging online to basically pay off the Coachella loan sharks that you've had. You know what I mean? Come on, hello, Coachella fan.
Elder millennial. So, I lost my job at State Farm.
I need you guys.
So, I can't afford to go to Coachella anymore. I've already paid 5 out of the 6 months, and they're going to cancel my order.
It's to bankroll me. Thank you. You know what's the thing, though, is that women... Sorry, women. Being a little misogynistic here. If you're like an attractive person, even if you're a guy or girl, if you're an attractive person, you could post a picture of yourself and be like, looking just for help on this ticket. You would 100% get people doing that just for the fact of like, you want to...
Yeah, you could find a gooner that would pay for the ticket.
Link up? Like a million%. a million billion %.
I had buddies who did something similar to that with their friends. They paid for their tickets so they can hang out with them.
Didn't you do that?
I
thought you paid so you could...
That's like an ultimate hack if you're just a woman at a bar. Go up. Hey, can you buy me a drink? Sure. Any guy. If you're like at all attractive and you walk up to a guy at a bar and go, "Hey, can you buy me a drink? You want to do a shot?" And they go, "Oh, yeah." Cuz the guy's going to be holding his orange crush like this. Wait, yeah. $30 that he pays it. You know, you have a conversation for 2 minutes. You go, I got to go meet with my friends. Just walk away. This won't work for me. I'm ugly. Don't say that about yourself. And if I'm being honest, it'll still probably work. Have you ever done that? No. Yeah, at a gay bar. I've tied my shirt up and walked up. No, get the fuck out of here. I met Joe at a gay bar. I go to gay bars all the time. I've gone to some gay bars that are a little overwhelming. And I support the LGBTQ. And there's 2 different types of gay bars. There's LGBTQ bars, like LGBTQ inclusive bars. And then there's gay bars. And then there's gay bars, right? And what I mean by that is you walk in and there is a dude with assless chaps. And I go, ooh, And not judging, you know, it's just like didn't really, you know, expect that sometimes. And you get attracted? No, but I'll walk up, maybe chat to him, buy a drink, have a conversation, walk away. Dude, gay people are awesome. I don't think you realize the positive vibes at a gay bar. You walk into a fucking gay bar, everybody's happy. Super happy. Gay and gay. Both meaning both homosexual and happy. And it's awesome, you know? They're fucking nice. They have great fashion, you know? And the drinks are cheap. Every gay bar is cheaper than any other regular bar.
Could not look stiffer, and he's just looking up at the stage.
There was an 18-year-old there with like 3 23-year-old women. So his thought was like, oh, I'm going to rent a hotel and I'm going to
have a crazy sex party afterwards, right?
So when I showed up and the girls were like,
you're fucking up my plan.
They're like, Nick, what are you doing after the concert? And I was like, oh, I think I'm just going to sleep in my car. I brought like a Tempur-Pedic mattress and put it in the back of my car.
Did you think you were getting lucky with the Tempur-Pedic mattress?
No, but I did think this would give me brownie points. Like, they think I'm so fucking cool.
No, it probably came off kind of stock rush just a little bit. Remember that thing that you just told me you were doing this weekend? Surprise. I'm doing it too now.
I think I worked the next morning, so I left at like 7 a.m.
Is that when you're slinging za?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nice, dude. Influencers with money to spend.
Slinging za, the funniest story from, what is his name? Nick, I think? Was when he said he was on it was a Pop-Up Meat video. He said he was on acid and he was freaking out so much when he was making pizzas that he was sweating all over the pizzas. Like dripping sweat onto the pizzas.
However, will admit publicly to spending as much as $200,000.
Like, just imagine some guy just tripping balls in the back of a fucking pizza place, just like spreading the cheese.
$1 to get the full Coachella experience, from private jet flights to insanely expensive Airbnbs.
Who's Sophie Rain? Stop LARPing.
Flying out various people. It's a tax write-off for our content. James Charles.
Who's Sophie Rain?
Can we go to Coachella next year for a tax write-off?
No.
Please.
Only if I know for a fact that the Shadow Man's not going to be there.
Hi, sisters.
James? Can you imagine being in a tent and then, you just see the silhouette of James Charles outside? If you hide your lipstick and mascara, he can't hurt you. The most absurd part about Coachella is that no matter how much money you drop in order to live in luxury, there's only so much you can prepare for when you reach the venue.
There's a fucking thunderstorm.
In 2025, the first weekend of Coachella was off to a horrible start.
Oh my God, yes. This is when I went. All the campers were posting that they were in line for like 9 hours and they couldn't get to their spot.
What was being referred to as Coachella Carmageddon. People that wanted to utilize the car camping lots found themselves trapped in a never-ending gridlock. People were reporting over 12-hour delays with limited access to bathrooms. It looks like District 9. Fucking prawns. That's how they're referring to each other, and they're all eating cat food and shit. People flooded social media ranting about how long they've been stuck, claiming that people were shitting in bushes and desperately in need of food. And according to one TikToker, a woman was even hit by a car as she attempted to stop it from cutting in front of her in line.
It takes about like an hour or two to get through. Normally, they have like these lanes and they have someone inspect your car because they're trying to find drugs and shit.
Like it's a fucking border patrol or some shit. Like literally, yeah.
They made you take out literally everything.
Did you have to do that?
They start playing the fucking, what's that one song? Oh my God. What's that one song where it's like, da, 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 da. Papers, Please. They start fucking scanning the tires.
Mm-hmm. Because they smell a little funk.
They fucking pop your tire with like a Bowie knife. Just rip it open. Oh, my apologies.
It's just me, sir. Pull over to the side. Others posted videos of cars that were having to be pushed out of line because they were overheating and shutting down. But let's assume you get past the horrible introduction and you get into the venue, right? If you think this means you're in the clear, think again, because doing anything at Coachella is a depressingly tedious chore. Many stands are going to have you waiting as much as 40 minutes when they're busy. Perhaps you opt for a slice of pizza because it's quicker. You may end up being one of the hundreds that reportedly got food poisoning this year after eating a $25 slice of pizza from one of their most popular vendors. You're like,
bro, I remember it was like 8 or 9 p.m. on one of the days, and we walk up to the pizza place, me and Brooke. This was 2025. And they just served somebody a slice, and we walk up, they go, we're closed. We're closed. and they actually start getting mad at everybody, and they go, leave, we're closed. They shut the door. I'm like, yo, you're actually an idiot. Number one, you're a bum. Number two, you still have pizzas. I see the dough. Number three, I don't care if you say you close at 9. You are literally missing out on thousands of dollars, right? Like, you're just serving dough and cheese. Like, it's cheap-ass shit, and you're uppricing the fuck out of it, and people are still buying it.
That? You like being poisoned? 40 minutes, it's a long time, but it's not as long as I thought it'd be. I'm being honest. Also, if you're going to Coachella, why would you ever be like, I'm going to go to the food stands? Why would you not just be like, I'm going to make a bunch of sandwiches?
Because you got to party and it's quicker to get...
I can fucking party and still slam a bologna and cheese sandwich.
A lot of people can't cook these days.
It's bologna and cheese. It's not cooking. It's putting a slice of bologna and cheese in between 2 pieces of bread. Slap some mayonnaise on there.
Do you think I want to be seen eating a bologna sandwich at Coachella?
I would love to be seen eating a bologna and cheese. People would be like, how many of these did you be? Keep pulling them out.
To be fair, I don't think you could bring food in once you're inside, because you can't bring anything in, like even drinks. They make you pour your drink out.
They won't let you bring a cooler of sandwiches in? So you're saying that you'd have to go buy the stuff and then make it at your deal?
You're back at your camp. And the walk to your camp, they call it like the walk of shame at the end of the night, because everybody's so tired and fucked up. But it could take you like 40 minutes to walk to your car.
Yes. Try an hour. Try you leave Coachella at 11:30. You're going to get back to your hotel at 2. And your hotel's 3 miles away. But half the roads are closed.
If I was like 19, I could see myself being... Because also you're like, what else am I going to do? It was magical. Bro, when you're in your 40s, everything is hell. Everything. That's why I'm so glad I listen to metal, because it's such a... Like, they're always intimate shows. Get in, get out, have a couple drinks, and you're on your way. You know what I mean? I was looking at like a Kanye concert or like a fucking Travis Scott concert. Fuck that. Oh my God. Going to a Post Malone show. Oh my God. Oh, fuck. If you need to rush to the bathroom and you don't have a bucket set up in your camp, prepare to wait another 30 to 60 minutes in line before you're being able to shit your brains out in a public bathroom into a porta-john.
Yo, if I had to take my morning shit and I saw this line, I'm spraying chunks all over the walls and the trees. Like, I'm not physically capable of holding a morning shit past maybe 20 minutes.
Shit your brains out.
Like, I'm waking up and it's like, I need a poop.
Out in a public bathroom.
Immediately.
To a porta-john, which also I will say, I'm a Hunter's tip. Hunter's tip. Go to a porta-john on the hottest day and take a shit.
Yeah.
It's a surreal experience. You'll never feel as gross yet relieved in your entire life. I can't explain it.
I have a nick.
No, it's not relieved, man. It's bad. It's like, have you ever cut a shit off early and then you just feel really gross? Like, you have, say, 100% of poop and you get 60% of your poop out, and you know there's 40% more, but you have to be somewhere. So you're wiping, and you're kind of like wiping the tip of a turd that's about to fall out of your ass, but you're like pinching it back in your body. And then you like get up and you're like, you get off the toilet and you got to walk out of the stall and you're like, and then it like finally subsides like maybe 30 minutes later.
Tip. If you're ever at Coachella.
I don't know why, but already I'm like, I don't think I like that.
If you're at Coachella and you're too impatient to wait in the water line because it looks long, and you want to go to the hand washing station, don't do it, because the water there is recycled water.
You did it, didn't you? Did you just shit your brains out?
No, luckily I didn't shit my brains out, but the fucked up thing is like I filled up everybody's water bottle. I had everybody's water bottle, a huge line, and then I saw people like filling up at the wash station. So I was like, oh, that's the hack. The next time I did it, some guy's like, hey, you really do not want to do that. It's like recycled water.
Oh.
And then I looked at the water, there's like all these particles in it.
Oh.
And I looked at her like, we do not tell people.
Basically, Coachella is filled with Disney-sized lines for every little thing. If you think waiting this long is simply unfeasible, you wouldn't be the first. Some poor souls will return to their tents only to find
someone pooped in my tent. I have a campsite that's along the long way to go in and out of the festival. I came back tonight, somebody shit in my tent.
Someone got impatient.
That's so funny, though.
With the lines and shit in their living quarters. And this isn't uncommon. And some people believe it could be the work of a serial Coachella shitter. The online Coachella groups have all sorts of angry rants from the attendees who are fed up with the surprise logs. Like a woman.
Okay, it's fucked up, but also kind of funny to imagine somebody like taking a shit onto a paper towel and then just like throwing their logs in just random people's tents.
Who crashed out after finding
on the floor, there's just a fat turd.
Out that there was a full-size shit in the woman.
Who the fuck keeps defecating in the women's showers? I've heard the same security. One rule, ladies, don't poop in the showers. She said if she kept going to the company, you would not go back next year. Literally poop before you go shower, not during. I don't know. If the bathroom line's that long, I might try and shit in the shower and waffle stomp it down the drain.
Shower 2 days in a row.
Not a bad play.
Shower.
Do you think that that's a woman doing that, or do you think it's a man sneaking in?
I think it's a woman. I think it's a woman who's like, she's above pooping in a porta potty.
I don't.
Period shits.
I think it's that. I just.
Period shits. Hey, chat. I've heard how bad they could be. If you're at Coachella, it's hot as fuck. You're a woman on your period. The bathroom line is long as fuck. And you have to poop. I'm not even judging if you shit in the shower. Just push it down the drain, though.
I think bitches are gross. I lived on a co-ed dorm floor. Well, to be fair, it was a liberal arts school. Oh my God. The men on the floor literally had to have a floor meeting because they're like, what are you doing in these showers and bathrooms? Just all kinds of things. We're like, what the fuck? Where is your fucking brain? Like, what is it going on? I'm not going to go into the details of it because it's disgusting. I thought it was going to be the other way around because I'm like, man, the girls are going to complain that like the guys are smelly and all that. You would think, you know, I thought wrong.
I had to clean women's restrooms, and these are high school students, but God, they're fucking, don't do that. Don't fucking do that.
The grossest thing that you don't understand until, like, I never experienced this until having a girlfriend. Hair everywhere. Oh my God. Shower drain hair. Yo. Because my hair's so short, it goes down the drain. Women's hair, like women with long hair, even guys with long hair, but like women generally have longer hair than men. Oh my God. Disgusting. Like clumped hairballs that you're like pulling out of the drain.
There's a report that there are things that have been found with piss all over them, leaving people to lock not only their tents, but their coolers when left unattended, which you should do anyways. Why? Like, it would drive me insane thinking that I went back and
One of Brooke's friends stayed at my place. Like, it was like they were all hanging out. They stayed at my place. And she made a joke. She was like, by the way, I shed. I was like, okay. I swear to God, for 3 weeks after that, her hair was everywhere in my apartment. Everywhere. I was like, how many hairs do you shed in a day? Like, I was like, like long black hairs. I was like, who? Like, it's been weeks, and I'm still finding them.
I took a drink from a water bottle.
She told you, though? She told me I wasn't upset, right? Like, I'm not mad, but I was just like, I was surprised. I was like, wow, I didn't know people lose that many hairs in a day.
And thinking that someone had touched, like, drank from it as well. That fucked me up.
If you lived in a high-trust society, you wouldn't have to.
Well, I don't. We don't. Not with the Shadow Man lurking around. When you have a good spot for headlining event, it truly is difficult for some to decide if it's better to find a bathroom or soil themselves. A woman and her friend, for example, witnessed a man fill his pants with piss while waiting to see Doja Cat. I can't stop it. Look.
Wait, what?
A woman and her friend, for example, witnessed a man
while waiting for Doja, the guy next to us pissed himself instead of going to the porta
fill his pants with piss while waiting to see Doja Cat.
I think I'd try to pull a tactical ground piss. Dick to the side, underwear up, baggy pants, accurately pee maybe 2 inches from the leg onto the floor. That's probably the method, right? You get a little on your legs.
Stop and look the other way. Just pissing yourself. After you've taken care of all your base needs, you can finally go up and enjoy the amazing lineup that day. But not everyone gets to return to their lovely, detailed, aesthetic campsite. This year, people returned to the campground exhausted after getting obliterated on various substances, found their tents completely destroyed by aggressive desert winds. It got so bad that the National Weather Service issued a dust advisory urging people to stay inside at all costs to avoid the low air quality and dust from doing damage to their eyes, throat, and lungs. Keep in mind, this was going on during headliner event times and even led to big performances canceling their acts.
Yo, and you're fucked up and you're watching like Sabrina Carpenter perform and you're just feeling the wind and in the back of your head you're going, I'm going to go back to a plot of land. There's going to be nothing. You're trying to enjoy yourself. Light me espresso. And you're like, fuck. You're just thinking about that all the time.
And the harsh reality is that Coachella is simply not as glamorous as you'd think, especially if you've had no experience with festivals and how gross they can get. How can you blame people for being
sleeping on the dirt tonight? I'm going to be stealing somebody else's tent.
Surprised by this realization when every aspect of social media is telling them that Coachella is the perfect Oasis getaway. Also, to me, it's similar to fucking Paris syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
Japanese people go into Paris and they kill themselves because they're like, this is disgusting. France is disgusting. Who would have thought French people are gross? One of the most widely discussed topics in regards to Coachella is the hordes of influencers that are funneled into the venue every year. At one point, began referring to it as the Influencer Olympics, where big brands would invite notable social media creators to create promotional and sponsored content. Across the internet, you'll find thousands of sponsored videos where people have been flown out for free and have all expenses paid in order to shill whatever brand is looking for a marketing opportunity. For those that can't find a way to get in for free, they've even started filming PowerPoints where they basically tell brands why they're a notable person and they should cover the entire weekend for them, of course, just for marketing purposes. And while many influencers likely do want to attend these events for the artist, there are also cases of influencers traveling to Coachella Valley only to take photos for social media without actually attending the festival itself. The goal is simply to convince people that you experienced it, right? I don't really give a fuck if I actually do. I just need people to basically be like, oh my God, I'm so jealous. Oh, I wish I was living your life. Please, James.
Bro, or it's like the same shit. It'll be like, motherfuckers go to Coachella, they go to the Empire Club and parties that are outside of Coachella, but only show up for maybe like 2 performances a day. So they're buying Coachella tickets, and Coachella's open to like 11 a.m., like 1 p.m. to like midnight, 1 a.m. Like 12 hours every day. They only show up for 2, and then they go to the parties after. Like Joe? No, I mean, at TwitchCon, I would go, like, TwitchCon, I only go to the convention for 2 hours, but I also think TwitchCon is, like, a shill for companies, and, like, if you're at TwitchCon, I think you absorb the TwitchCon experience in, like, 2 hours. At Coachella, though, I would go every day. I'd go every day, like, maybe I wouldn't show up at, like, 1, but I'd show up at, like, 2.
People began pushing the sentiment that Coachella is no longer a music festival for the masses, as it's becoming increasingly difficult to justify spending this much money. The larger reliance on influencers rather than genuine music lovers also puts a bad taste in people's mouths, right? Every year, this topic is relitigated. Those who have been going for years note that the event has always been half about the music and half about the scene. To them, these are just tired takes from older people who want to pretend everything was better in the past. And at the end of the day, you're in a venue with over 100,000 people, you're likely not going to be seeing the most influencers that attend anyways. Feels like a weird elitism in a way, like they're the real fans, but there's tons of obnoxious shit that past years didn't have. I think it's trickle-down cringe is what they feel, because they're like, these celebrities or these influencers going and they're posting about it, and now I'm going and I feel like the cringe I feel from seeing these posts, I'm a part of it. I think it's trickle-down cringe.
It's also rose-tinted goggles.
Of course. Many do note that due to the wider appeal of Coachella, the crowds in many cases were lacking the same bombastic energy from years prior. Artists like Damian Albarn, lead singer for Blur and the Gorillaz, chastised the audience in 2024 for the same reason. He was upset that nobody was singing along or getting excited for any part of their 13-song set.
I think what you do need to understand, though, and it's not like, I'm more so saying this from the perspective of somebody that hasn't gone to many concerts. Like, I've gone to if you pull up to like a Gorillaz concert, you're going to be hype. You're going to be singing the songs, you're going to be dancing, you're going to be jumping around doing all the shit. Because, like, this is the first person you see. This guy's performing at 10 p.m. Everybody in the crowd's been here since 1, walking in the desert heat for 9 hours. dehydrated, legs, jello. Yeah, some of them are hyping on drugs, but like everybody else is kind of like, you know, sweating out all the alcohol they fucking drank. It's just like they're kind of just there to experience it, and it's like they're trying not to crash. Somewhat. I think some people are just lame, though. Okay, well, this just sounds like shit, no?
That.
I think that might be why they're not hype.
I don't know, dude. You're in the fucking Gorillas. Get over it. Near the end of the set, he got frustrated and said,
You'll never see us again, so you might as well fucking sing me.
It's pretty sad. Everyone's just sitting there. If it was Gorillaz playing, I think a lot of people would be, you know, bopping their heads. But it's fucking Blur.
Yeah, it's like a 90s.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking UK pop boom kind of thing, yeah. With an event as big as Coachella and a venue as chaotic as it is, there are bound to be some wild and historic Coachella disasters. It's just gotta happen. During last year's Coachella, Green Day performed their set, accompanied by pyrotechnics that went haywire as they were wrapping up their headlining performance.
I watched that shit, and it looked fine to me.
A firework went off course and slammed into a
I did see that.
nearby
Wait, was that weekend? No, that had to be weekend 2, because I did not see that weekend 1.
palm tree.
I remember there was ones that went haywire, but I never saw one hit the ground and fucking explode.
Concert goers, one man went briefly blind in an ear and became convinced that there was an active terrorist attack happening. The one thing that'd be horrible is inciting basically a riot with that many people. People get trampled.
I would try and sue the fuck out of Coachella if I was that guy.
Easily happen.
Guys! I can't see.
Woodstock 99. You know, you gotta fucking watch out, man. Which, you know, luckily the fire was contained and Green Day went back to, you know, doing what Green Day does. And one of the most notorious incidents to ever take place at Coachella was cemented in a viral video from 2009. In it, a 23-year-old man named Jonathan Frederick Felch was filmed being hassled by police officers after drunkenly ripping off all of his clothes, which seemed to resemble wizard robes. Police claimed he was acting erratic, and the man repeatedly denied the request to put his clothes back on. The surrounding crowd cheered on the naked man, with some passing
Weird as fuck. Why is this guy photographing him?
attendees handing him water. An officer hands him his clothes, urging him to put them back on, and he took them and threw them away. Eventually, the naked man is wrestled to the ground, where he is able to slip away and make a run for it. And at that point, he is tasered and drops back down. After a light struggle, a second tasing, he was arrested.
Probably got dick rash.
And taken away among a sea of boos from the audience. Must have had a pretty penis. If the penis wasn't good, they wouldn't be cheering. With any big event, there are unfortunately lots of
Yeah, just he has like a really fucking sweaty, grossly enlarged bush.
opportunities for things to go horrifically wrong.
You just smell the stench wafting towards you.
Not only is this expected with densely packed crowds, but the venue is filled with structures and potential for falling debris. At Coachella in 2019, a 24-year-old woman named Caroline was dancing at the rear of the Sahara tent during a live performance. And according to her friend, a falling metal balloon prop had fallen from far up above and slammed into her head. Oh my God. She collapsed to the floor, and other attendees at the event noted that they had seen a pool of blood forming under her. Caroline suffered a fractured skull and bleeding on the brain. She survived the incident, but only after having to undergo brain surgery.
Oh my God, she had to get fucking brain surgery?
At that very same event, prior to the start of the event, a production worker ended up passing away from a tragic accident while rigging the main stage. While climbing up the scaffolding without a safety harness, he suddenly slipped and plummeted 60 feet to his death. And sadly, severe injuries are becoming...
And then they just fucking continue the concert. That's what's like so weird. You just have, like, everybody else just goes like, oh, yep, and we're gonna continue as normal.
Becoming far too common at Coachella. Even this year, a heavy light fixture fell down into the audience and slammed into a woman's head and left a giant gash on her head. Many believe that this was due to the harsh winds occurring all weekend, and the woman was quickly helped by nearby concert goers and given medical attention.
Are they getting paid?
And this isn't the only dark side to Coachella. In fact, many who look into the history of Coachella Valley will find something that makes the festival feel much more revolting. Coachella has always taken place in Indio, California at the Empire Polo Club. While the event itself brings in well over $100 million in gross revenue a year, many Coachella Valley residents live below the poverty line. 23% of households earn less than...
Yeah, I never understand how people live there. Genuinely. Like, I don't understand how you afford to be, you know, like just a regular working class American in fucking Indio, California.
$20,000 per year, and food insecurity has seen a rise over the years as well. The following weeks after Coachella ends, a sea of trash and discarded appliances cover the venue. Local farmers, charities, and community members then get to work restoring the land to what it once was. Most of them belong to the Purepecha, an indigenous group in Mexico who sometimes make as little as $11 an hour. And often this is the work that gets done after an already grueling 8-hour day of physical labor. Workers describe the area as a garbage dump and how filthy is left by attendees. But it's work that required for some of them to make ends meet. And this isn't to say that every person who attends this event should feel at fault for this. And in fact, many probably aren't even aware of what goes on outside of the festival, but there's something strange and dystopian about such an extravagant and over-the-top event taking place right across from people struggling to make ends meet and become exploited for their labor. It's like I said, it's that dystopian, almost sci-fi-esque kind of like the fucking beginning of like Alien Romulus or like literally District 9. It's just, it's crazy.
They have to clean it up pretty quickly because right after Coachella is the biggest country event, Stagecoach.
Yeah, they just hold like event after event on this.
Same spot.
Back to back.
Yay. Despite all the problems with Coachella, there are people out there that treat it like it's an essential part of their identity. Although it's probably changed a whole lot since its heyday, there's likely still some fun to be had, right? So, if you can afford it, maybe give it a try. Just be prepared for a little chaos, overpriced food, and hey, clean up after yourself, you fucking slob. I don't know what I'm supposed to tell you. You know, I fucking hate festivals. It drives me insane. People just take their cups, they throw it on the ground, all kinds of shit. Don't be a fucking, just throw shit away. And even if it's like, well, look at all the other stuff, just be a better part of it. That's all I gotta say.
And do lots of drugs.
Yeah, going like, oh, everybody else is doing it. Well, it's like that's part of the problem, you know? Like if you aren't one of those people, then less people fucking litter and the event's better. And then, you know, it's just